I have water. It's right next to me, actually.
If Pan ever dies or fucking leaves the group for whatever reason, I'll play All Might next time.
Here, I thought you were gonna do the fucking... What the fuck was it that we joked about? The Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics?
Yeah.
I genuinely think Pan might have a way to clone her consciousness into a clone if she ever died.
I would not be surprised.
Oh, I 100% would try to convince Cody to let me do that.
I would only do that if her technology, that would have to be after her brain, like, somehow repairs itself enough for her to be able to think straight, so she can actually legitimately, like, figure that out. But hey, that's gonna take a while.
I mean, hey, maybe we could talk about a failsafe for where she does do that if she ever happens to die.
Pan just sticking her head in a robot.
She's like, my consciousness is uploaded into a clone. Go back and get me back. And we're all just like, nah.
And then you just, like, give coordinates, and then everyone's like, what the fuck are these? no one is map smart. I think the only person who probably would be Gug, because he's the one who's traveled around the most.
X.
I was about to say Pan,
but
I realized her mind is just so fucked that she doesn't know right from left.
And then there's Damien. He's never really cared to explore too far out. He just learns the cities he's already in.
Alright.
I got lost in the woods. So.
Where the
I mean, if Pan was given a map,
right,
like if she was physically given something with directions, I'm pretty sure she would figure it out.
Clone a clone to clone the clones, says Bramel. I agree. Also, welcome back to Omen. I'm sorry. Myself am sorry, because it was literally my fault that we have not been able to do this. I have been horrendously sick. Probably the most sick I've been in a very long time, if I'm being honest. But we're back. Hopefully.
Don't listen to him. He's not sorry.
I am, because I was... You know what sucks is I had finished a good chunk of the writing for this episode, and then I got sick. But I'm kind of glad that I got sick, because it allowed me to write more about this episode. So there's a lot more that could be happening. Pre-warning, this will probably be a pretty, like, role-play-y episode, so be prepared for that.
Lumber episodes.
Yeah, but either way, with all that being said, and everything else, we're going to roll the intro now, so that Kiwi doesn't get upsetty spaghetti. Alright, bye everybody.
Alright.
I'm back with.
You got
Is there a
back
dark
just
mode
in
for
time.
Roll20?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
actually.
god, there is.
Have you not been using that?
Oh, that's so good.
Is your problem
Wait,
fixed now?
wait,
God, I
what?
didn't know that
What was
existed.
this problem?
I didn't know Roll20 had a dark mode.
How did you not know?
Oh, you didn't know?
Yeah, I
You are
know.
insane.
No, I did not know that.
That's crazy.
Oh,
Like, I'm gonna go to your
so much
house and punch you, like, because that is so, like, you. How
I
would you
deserve
ever
that.
have anything on light
Yeah.
mode? Dark mode is the way to go.
I know
I-
it is.
as weird as
That's
it is,
why
I
was
like.
upset that I didn't know existed.
Well, actually, no. I guess mine is my roll 20. No, never mind. I think everything is on dark mode. No. I used to have
Well,
my
you know,
browser
if
on
you're
light
on
mode.
light mode,
But, no,
you
I guess I
cannot
switched
read
that
ship
over.
anatomy and rolls.
Yeah.
No,
Now
we're getting
curious.
old and blind.
Oh,
Yeah,
man,
turn
I'm
on light
too
mode and
lazy to do
just
that.
try to read it.
Either way, I'm gonna
It
get
blind you.
some stuff going. I'm gonna actually press the intro button this time.
You haven't even done the intro yet?
No, we already did
Goddamn.
the intro. I meant the recap. I should really
Okay.
change that to be recap music. Anyways, are y'all ready?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Last time on Omen of Cursed Light, our group of four unfortunate souls found themselves sneaking out of the Hearst estate, finally completing their given mission. Eventually, they managed their way back to Mama Sheen's place and gave her the information they collected. Before I continue extra from here, I need to state something real fast because I almost completely forgot. In here, I do cover a bit of the retcon that happened in the last episode, because for people who don't know, at the very end, or near the very end of the last episode, stuff was dropped that, after talking after the episode, we've come to the conclusion that we need to retcon a little bit. So that will be explained in here. The retcon will, at least. Anyways, back to it. However, let me see. Eventually, they managed their way back to Mama Sheen's place and gave her the information they had collected. However, she then revealed that she knew who her informant was all along, which sparked distrust in Damien's eyes. She assured that it was to protect him from himself, but not hearing it, Damien walked out, but not before she apologized for any damage she may have caused. Afterwards, the group learned that Mama Sheen in fact did keep up her side of the bargain, as in not only did she supply them with a cart to leave Gildenjas with, but she also prepared their ship captain for their arrival to Icewind Port. With this, they all left her abode and investigated the cart, which had gifts for each person within it. Albatross was given a blood bag ration, and Gug was given raw meat as his rations. Pan was gifted a small music box to comfort her, and Damien was gifted a very special gift. Damien was given a memory-filled set of cooking utensils that once belonged to Dom, his adoptive father. After receiving these gifts, the group then watched Burke leave as he managed his way back to Baragnir to imprison Hurst. At this time, the group ran around town and resupplied for their trip, and once all were ready, they got within the cart and made their way across the massively long Elgaran Bridge. While they were traversing the bridge, a large snowstorm swept in and hounded them throughout their journey. After a day of riding across the Elgaran Bridge, they finally touched solid ground, only to then be ambushed by Omen hunters, who were waiting for their arrival. A fight ensued after a failed attempt to flee. Their cart and horse were damaged, and the group was left to fend off the hunters. At least, they would have, if not for the sudden appearance of Arthur, flying overhead in his draconic form. Upon arriving, Arthur made quick work of the remaining hunters, which forced them to retreat, and upon the hunters vanishing, Arthur calmed the storm so that he could speak with the group. Afterwards, they filled him in on what was happening and why Burke was not with them, which after a bit of talking led Arthur to return Pan an important item she had left behind in her laboratory. It was here that the group witnessed the reveal of a humanoid doll dressed like a ballerina, that seemingly looked as if it was made of human flesh. Upon asking Pan, it was revealed to be nothing more than synthetic flesh that she was practicing with to one day hopefully repair her own missing skin. With this unsettling reveal completed, Pan thanked Arthur, and as quickly as he arrived, he departed once again. And with his departure, so too did the storm return. After gathering themselves, the group began their slow walk to Icewind Port, but not before Gug noticed that they were creeping upon the night of the full moon. They then hastened their efforts and finally made their way to Icewind Port. Not long after arriving, they quickly asked for directions to Captain Crag, Flunderbus's ship. Eventually, they found him drunkenly singing a sea shanty while holding on to an empty bottle of rum in his captain's quarters. It was here that we pick up with Crag noticing them, and then noticing that his rum is seemingly empty. With all this being said, what does everyone do?
Why is rum gone?
Why is the rum gone?
Can I just say something real quick?
Yeah.
There's also
No.
there is one interaction I want to keep canon. It's one of you asked, like, is the robot sentient? And Pam was like, unsure. I want to keep that canon.
That's
Just
that's
'cause it's
fine with
funny.
me.
That's
Yeah.
fine.
I do like that. That's funny.
Yeah.
I still think it makes so much sense for all of us to be disgusted by this thing, though.
Yeah.
It's creepy, that's for sure. I feel like I missed a lot for some reason. It says primal. Well, it's probably
Yeah,
because
don't
there's been such a
worry
long
about it.
break. It's like, what, a 2-week break of no Omen? Again, my bad. I'm sorry. I was sick. Anyways, right. Let me get some music going. How about that?
Music.
Musica.
Music man.
Music man.
Music
Man.
man.
Music man.
So, how would Pan be able to create a giant animatronic spider with piano teeth?
Long and tedious.
Why would you want to? It's Pan. Why am I questioning this? What the
All
fuck?
right. There we
What
go.
even?
We are all back on the map. So, as stated, you all arrive at the ship, hearing Crag sing a very awkward shanty. And when you make known of your appearance to him, he looks at you very confusedly, and then looks at his own bottle of rum and states the very prominent question, "Why is the rum gone?" So, with that, we continue with what is everyone doing in this moment?
I thought
Kind
we
of
already
kickback.
interacted with
I'm
this guy.
making better references.
I do remember vaguely. Did we ever figure out that Gug was about to transform?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
I actually specifically brought
Well, I
that up
would've
in
already
the
known.
thingamabob. Hold on. I do want to see, though. Is it today, or is it... I think it's the next day.
Yeah.
I think it
So-
is the next.
Today, basically, you guys... Today and the night of the day, you guys have all the time to prepare, and then the next day is when you really got to worry about it. Okay.
Alright.
Yep.
I don't actually remember... I think you guys got here in the morning, I believe, and I don't think you guys slept. I'm pretty sure you didn't sleep, and I'm pretty sure you guys have
No, we
this
slept.
whole day.
No, we slept right before the fight. We slept
Yeah.
right before the fight.
Yeah, we slept on the car.
Well, no, I mean
drive.
after the fight. I don't think y'all slept at all.
No, not afterward.
No, I think
Yeah.
we did.
No.
We're really split today, guys.
Yeah, we're doing great.
I don't know.
Go for it.
You know, if someone didn't get sick, we would have remembered.
All right, all right, all right.
I full health.
Yeah.
Pan explodes. Nuclear. Everyone's dead. New campaign. Let's go.
I would not be surprised if Pan just one day did just randomly.
That would be funny.
No,
Anyway,
she would know
comet
something
comes
was
out of
wrong
the
first.
sky.
Just beep
Yeah.
beep beep. Oh, oops.
just
Oh,
pulls like a hydrant fucking cell like in the Terminator out of her chest.
I mean, the first time you guys met her, she literally did explode.
That is true. That is true.
Yeah, I was the one that opened the door.
Very big possibility that one day Pan will just randomly explode.
There's always a possibility. But with that being said, you see Crag kind of drunkenly sit up off his chair and stand up and kind of walk over to a corner of his ship. And he's just kind of like pilfering through like a bunch of bottles he has stashed in the corner. And you hear him just being like, where's the bottle? It's in here somewhere. Hold up. He pulls up one and jiggles it, and you hear it sloshing. And he's like, it's enough. And he walks back over towards where you guys are at and kind of plops lazily back on his chair. You see him grab with his teeth the cork, and he uncorks it and spits the cork out and starts to chug immediately.
Is he a goblin?
This is the guy we're
Yes.
traveling with.
No, he's just a
God.
little Shrek. This is what Shrek's gonna look like in the next movie.
No, please, that's
Can
not.
I
Once they
can I
fix
see
it.
how many bottles he has on the ground right now? Like,
Oh, God. You
Roll
know
perception.
what? Actually, though, yes, roll perception.
Why would we not already notice?
okay.
I feel like that would be fairly obvious.
Everyone.
see. Oh my God.
Oh, you really know?
So
I need this.
the
I
reason
need
I
this
had
answer.
you roll, because I think it's funny to do this, because yes, you do see mini bottles, probably around maybe a full pack of like, I think it's like 12 bottles. No, it would be like a full pack of 6 bottles, all strewn out on the ground, and then there'd be another pack that is partially open, maybe halfway, similarly, like half drained, half full-ish. But you would also notice that on the walls, on the shelves, there are these little, well, they're shelves. They're shelves. with a bunch of empty bottles, some laying down, some just kind of propped up against the wall. And you begin to look around the room. You see a bookshelf that has bottles shoved in the slots to hold them. You look over, there's a chest that is cracked open. You see a bottle poking out of it. This guy clearly drinks a fuck ton.
Okay, can I pick up one of the fuller bottles on the ground and like hand it out to him and be like, this one looks good.
He
Because he was looking for a bottle,
yeah.
right?
You see him pull the bottle he had out of his mouth that's at this point pretty much already empty, and he looks up and he goes, well, gimme! He just like reaches up and grabs it. He looks at it.
Hell,
Do we trust
It's
this
not
man?
bad, actually. Thank you for that.
Do we trust this man to bring us across?
Do we have another option?
You see,
Please tell me we have another option.
Please tell me I have another option. As you
wish I
say
could.
this, he looks up at you and he says, I'll have you know I'm the best damn captain in the sea. I also have probably been the only one who survived the shroud, which is where we're going. So enjoy that little fact. He
You're the
downs the
only
bottle.
one who's ever gone to where we're going.
He
Apparently
he
doubts
puts his
that.
bottle down. No! I am the only one who's gone the shortcut and survived. He drinks it again.
Great, a shortcut.
I guess that
That'll
is
get
something
there
we
in
need.
one episode.
Have you survived it once or more than once?
He puts the bottle down. He looks at you. You'll ask a lot of questions. I can't get through a single bottle with you asking so many questions. Tries to drink the bottle, and then he puts it back down. Listen, I may be a drunk bastard, but I'm a smart drunk bastard. I've survived many years on the sea, done what I do. Listen here. I'll get you where you need to go, and I'll do it the faster than most, but it'll be a bumpy ride. But, if you're the ones who Mama Sheen sent, and I'm sure you are, because not many people are stupid enough to get on my ship, you have bunks for you in the back of the ship. So make yourself comfortable, because when we start to set sail, you're gonna be working for your space on me ship too.
Great, we're going on a life or death adventure. Save another town from corruption, and we still have it under our keep. But you know what? Honestly, can't expect anything else.
Hey, he like gets up and he starts walking towards you, puts his finger up like on your chest and kind of pokes you. He's like, hey, your keep with them is not my keep with me. You see him slowly raising his bottle back up to his mouth, and he starts to drink, still maintaining eye contact somehow. What? Hold on, time out. Primal just put the word slavery in my chat. Why?
What?
Why did you just throw that word in my chat? What does that have a connection with?
Yeah. Go to slavery. That's what happens in Pirates of the Caribbean, by the way.
Anyways, but yes, that's what happens.
I guess Kelly gets it.
Yeah, I do.
Well, pirates do a
Well,
lot of
if
slaving.
this is who we have to travel with, what do we need to bring with us to prepare?
You know, you're
Hey.
very good at common for whatever you are.
He he looks over at the bunny and is about to speak, and he looks back up at you and he says, "That is very nice of you to say. I don't get that very often." He looks back over at Damien. What was your question?
Call me a fucking bunny.
Don't call me that.
I didn't.
Rabbit.
I hate
No,
that term.
he didn't call you a bunny. I did. That was my bad.
Yeah, I'm talking to you,
Alright.
Cody.
He's breaking the fourth wall.
All right, Damien.
Don't call me that
Damien,
again.
stop looking past the border.
If I ever have the money to like animate this, I just aim to slowly look at the
Sneaks up
camera.
onto the captain. If you're having the marionette sneak, roll me a thingy so I can make sure he
I'm
actually
just-
gets caught.
Just
No,
fucking-
I'm not. I'm just messing around.
Well, no, you can have that happen in the background. We could just do rolls real quick. Because
Okay.
I think it's funny. He's drunk as shit. He's gonna get a disadvantage on this fucking roll, obviously.
Apparently, it has a +1 to stealth.
Whoa!
Good heavens! No,
Whoa.
he doesn't fucking
Oh,
notice a
you hear
thing.
It makes no noise.
Yeah. He's just talking to Damien. He looks at Damien and he says, well, he looks at you again, and he says, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Fluffy. What was it that you said?
What?
Damien. Damien. He's asking what
fuck
you
did
asked
you
him,
just say?
Damien.
I said, what did you just say? Don't repeat what I just said to myself. What did you say?
Don't call me Fluffy.
Alright, Fuzzball, whatever you want. But seriously though, what was the question? I'm still like on the edge of... Hold on. He takes another swig. Oh, this bottle's empty now. Give me a moment, and he walks back over to his little collection. No. Throws it behind.
And I was trying to ask you all if there's anything we need to prepare before we get on that ship.
He
There
turns
is one
around.
thing, but I think we're going to have to wait.
He picks up
Can
his bottle.
I want to raise up a rope and snap it like a belt.
What the fuck? Slavery?
As like as a signal to them, not to the captain. Not to-
The captain sees it.
Oh
you're
wait,
kicking
yeah, the
my
marionette's behind him. I
Snow
forgot
Prince.
about that. So the moment
Yeah.
he would have turned around, he's like, "Hold on, I'll get me another." Whoa! You see him like fall on his ass.
That's
Ugh.
Marionette.
Ah,
Wave Marionette, and you just see her arm just like do that like
like a
How do I
very
say it?
jerkish movement.
yeah, it's like just like it's like her arm is just on a string,
Yeah.
just waving.
You see him looking up like this. He's like, I don't like that. Hold on. He gets
No one
back up.
does, mate.
And he crawls around it, not fully standing, and then whenever he gets over to his bottle, he finds a somewhat full one, and he's like, alright. Hold on. Wait. I forgot something. He waves the bottle of rum in the air a little bit, and then he bows kind of very crudely, and he says, my name is Captain Craig Flanderbus. At your service, and he twirls his hand in front of you all. Now, what is
hell of a
your
name.
names?
I'm Damien.
All right, hello, Damien. Pretty boy, go next.
What?
Pretty
Albatross.
Called you pretty boy.
Very good. The large green one.
It's Gug.
That's a name. And he looks over at Pan.
Oh.
I don't think I want to know your name, but go on ahead, do it anyways.
Hi, I'm Pan, and you've already met Marionette.
He looks over very sharpishly,
Unfortunately.
sheepishly over at it. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna put that in the brig.
So, Captain, I do have one pressing question.
Sure.
How long do you think this journey will take? In preferably weeks. If it takes that long.
He puts the bottle to his mouth, not drinking, but just kind of tapping it on his lips. Give me a moment. And he waddles over to his table and he pulls out a very old map, puts it on the desk, kind of swipes off a bunch of shit off the desk onto the floor and then rolls it out. And we will actually go over to the world map real fast.
I lean over to Gug. Please be less than 3 weeks.
So, hold on. Fuck. Choked on my spit. So what happens is he pulls up his hand and he waves over for you to come over to him. And what I'm going to do, actually, now that I have this here, let me see if I can find it. There we go. So I'm going to place this
I'm
on
seeing
the map.
something called Serpent's Domain.
Funny enough, we're gonna be
Don't
talking
worry
about
about that. Don't worry about it.
So
Okay. Cool.
what?
The southern island, the southern right island.
We're going to Nibiru. Nibiru. Okay, so
This looks like Neverune, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
this icon's actually a bit bigger than I would like it to be. I'll put it like that big. So he points at the map where you guys are at on the map itself, and he's like, "So we're here, and we need." And he drags his finger across, and he says, "We need to be over here," and he points over towards Sandline Port. And I'm sure you
Like
can
any
see the
real-world map.
problem. Yeah, we're traveling over there.
No, I don't see no problem.
To get
Well, the
there
real world
quick.
map, you have to go around.
Also, just real quick, I have
That's
a question.
funny.
How do I
What?
change it from showing me miles to kilometers?
Oh.
Get good scrub.
I
Who
think
knows?
it's literally on the measure thing.
Why don't you just learn free units?
Because literally
I have
everyone
no
else
idea,
around
actually.
the world fucking
That might be
uses
in the
kilometers.
settings.
Yeah, but like,
Lame.
yeah, exactly.
'Cause
Towers.
I have
Free
no
units?
fucking concept how far away that is.
150 miles, so that's actually not very far. So I'm gonna assume that's actually in real world as far as this a lot more.
Yeah, it's a lot larger.
Well, you also gotta like figure out how bad the current is.
Oh
on
yeah,
these.
that's not cheap.
Yeah, there is a lot of things to add on to this. Yeah, I can't. I don't know how to fucking change that. I'm gonna be honest. I tried to see if it was in the settings, but it's not.
What miles to what?
Change it to
Wait, what
kilometers.
if it's the map settings?
Yeah, so literally, Adelaide is 4 hours away from me,
Oh, it
and
is the map
that's a
settings.
longer trip than that.
So, question:
Well, I'm saying,
would
but
we
this
prefer
isn't
miles
real,
or would we
like-
prefer kilometers?
Of course, we prefer miles. What are you talking about?
Kilometers.
Can I see kilometers? Maybe it
Uh,
looks different.
I got
It does look different.
save settings.
150 miles is about
There.
fucking 200 and something kilometers.
So it just changes
Yeah,
the
which-
last three things. That's
Yeah,
it.
but in reality, Icewind Port to Sandline Port is like probably triple that.
Yeah.
Who the
So
fuck?
I'm noticing a pink line.
There. All back.
We're gonna
to
go
normal.
here, then we're gonna go here, then we're gonna go
Oh my
here, then we're
God.
gonna go here, then we're gonna go here.
We're fucking ping ponging. Good lord.
No, but here's the thing.
Is he
In
drunk
a
or
real
something? Why is he-
Good lord.
In a real world,
What
map,
is
you don't go
happening?
in a straight line. Stop it. In a real world map, you don't go in a straight line. You go in an arc. So we would have to go through the circle domain a little bit.
Oh
Yeah.
man, it looks like
It's more of a
Pan's line is
situation
looking
where
like
he's
2,000
he's
miles.
basically giving you a brief description of it, like, you know.
Yeah.
See, that's more like an actual journey that we'd have to.
Yes,
Was that
but
one.
this is
I
on
mean,
a
like
flat
in-
map. He's basically being like, we need. What you need to do is go from here all the way over here, right?
I can't
Yes.
just like
The problem with that, obviously, is to do that we have to trace a little bit into the serpent's domain.
why can't we just go like that? Go around.
Because of the
so-
ocean currents, you can't do that, Pan.
Well, no, he actually. So if Pan joins this conversation and points this out, he says, "So that's the thing. We can, but that's gonna take us a lot longer." So
It's
I
the
mean-
shortcut.
exactly. I'm liking you already. But yes, the shortcut is the only. Fuck! He throws his bottle and grabs another one and drinks it. Ah, much better. Alright,
Does that even do anything for you anymore?
probably not.
Keep them drunk.
I wish alcohol did something for me.
I bet he's so bloated, dude.
he
I've
he
never
looks
tried it.
around.
Like a drink
Not drinking.
call.
He looks around and he says, Hey, don't judge my habits. Alright, now, as I was saying, so, in order to get the Sandline Pot, we have to cross through the Serpent's Domain a bit. The thing is, the Serpent's Domain isn't scary for those who haven't crossed the seas as much as I have. Not because of monsters of serpents, it's because of the shroud that rests within it. It is called the
So the
Black
Serpent's
Shroud.
Domain isn't scary because of the serpent?
I'm sorry, I just looked at the chat to fucking see what Primal just put, and it's so tempting.
Oh god.
You see him like point out this information. What was it that Albatross just said?
So
you
the
have to worry
serpent's
about the
domain
serpent.
is. I'll fucking kill you, Damien.
he
So the
looks and he
serpent's
says,
domain
"Oh no,
is
no.
scary because of the serpent.
It has serpents, or well, it had serpents. At this point, it might as well be a graveyard for anything that comes near it. There
Okay.
probably still are beasties in it, but nothing's more terrifying than what lies within the shroud. I can assure you that.
All right,
Right.
I got one question for you. Why the fuck is that big ass thing written on the map or drawn on the map? Or is that like mystical, like that's not actually there in the real world?
Listen, I'm not a historian, but from the things I've been told by me pa and me pa, there used to be like a giant worm or something. I don't know.
Honestly, with all these fucking curses in this world now, I wouldn't be surprised.
If someone's cursed with a serpent,
Honestly, knowing
Yeah.
knowing what we've been through, we're probably going to encounter something like that.
Snake Man.
Honestly, best case scenario, it's just a big storm.
Hey! Don't
He's
speak
Snake
loud
Man,
my
man,
shit!
Snake. I'm Batman.
I like this shit, but I don't want no serpents getting to it. So don't speak those words.
Okay.
Maybe we can befriend the serpent.
Unless it likes alcohol, I've had it.
Maybe we could be marionette to it.
No.
But back to the original question: how long do you think this journey will take? We need to prepare for that.
So that's the thing. Now I'm going to look back at this because I have this whole thing here, but I don't know if I'm actually going to be sticking to that, but we'll see. Because it is going to be similarly to what Albatross had stated prior. I fucked up that curve. Oh,
I don't think that's realistic. In a real world scenario, you have to take it.
yeah. 170 is what I got. 210 for the other one. Good lord.
Let's say if you're
so
not gonna do this,
170.
if you're not gonna end up making this world map the size of Earth roughly, then it would probably be like triple, if not quadruple, maybe even more than that.
Maybe even quintuple.
Maybe.
Yeah.
That's a lot,
I mean-
though.
It
That
doesn't
would
even
be a
really need to make the world bigger than Earth, because as I said, that's like,
I think
Less
bigger than
than
Earth, as big as Earth.
yeah, but I'm saying, like, that trip, if this map is, if this, like, size is accurate,
Yeah.
that's, like, less than a 4-hour
like-
trip for in a
Wait.
car.
Primal, how long is it for a trip on boat to go from LA to
To
There we
what?
go.
You cut out
You
the
cut out.
Los Angeles to from
to
Los
LA to-
Angeles to Tokyo?
Oh, Tokyo.
Los Angeles to Tokyo.
Yeah, that would be the longest
That
boat
takes
trip that you
about
could probably take.
12.5
That's
hours.
1 to 1. What's that?
12.5 hours.
There you go. So this isn't that long, but it's, probably somewhere in between. So let's say 6 hours. On a main boat, modern boat. This is an old boat. This would take weeks.
Yeah, this is an old boat.
I lied about that. I'm sorry. I didn't. Everyone went
You
with
fucker.
it. I lied. Sorry.
I'll never
fucking
trust you
Google.
again.
How long
I trusted you guys.
does
No, that's
it
plane,
take
and just by
to
plane it says
sail
15 hours.
from
Plane is 15 hours?
LA
My
to
God.
Yeah.
A plane is
Tokyo?
15 hours.
This trip is gonna be
It's
like
so long.
3 weeks,
Okay.
maybe more. Void Snake.
It says
Oh,
about
crap.
30 to 60 days if you sail
We're here
from
for it now,
California
30 episodes
to
of boat.
Japan. That's
Well,
wild.
that's further. That's further. That's the farthest point you can
Yeah.
go in just one sitting.
Let's see if we'll
So
get to
this will be
Japan.
significantly shorter. So we would probably say, somewhere between like roughly 20 days.
That's what I was gonna
About
say, like
3 weeks.
16-ish amount of days. So,
16,
yeah.
21.
It's
It'll
about-
be just about 2 weeks.
It
or
would
just a
probably
bit over.
it would probably just be a bit over 2 weeks is what I would imagine.
Oof.
So basically, my point is, regardless, we're going to have to do it the full moon at least one more time.
Yeah.
Are we
Well,
not
actually,
dealing
okay.
with the measurements on the top left?
I guess not, honestly, yeah,
questions.
because at the end of the day, those were made a while before
Also-
we've ever actually traveled.
I just want to point something out here. If that's going to take us 2 weeks,
Yep.
Gotta go.
We'll get to that point, because he
There's
basically
no stopped in between.
he looks at all this and he's like, it's
Ooh.
if we take the shortcut, it'll probably take us
Not
about
bad.
like 2 weeks and a half, maybe. Little less, little more. I don't know. Kind of depends on how the weather goes.
God, I hope I'm not
Really?
seasick.
I
I
don't
don't know why
know.
it's probably all these ads.
Wait, can ghosts even get sick? Is this test time?
Ghost, where?
What?
Don't be pulling my leg like that. I've only got a leg to stand on anyways. And he kind of wiggles his like very obvious peg leg around.
What are you
I'm
talking
not
about?
sure he. I'm not sure
What's
he
he talking about?
knows.
Oh yeah,
I'm
and then
not sure he knows.
Knows what?
I just gestured to. Hang on, one second, sorry.
You keep your secrets
Oh,
from me. I thought we
Ghost.
were
Are you-
better friends.
Are you
than
scared
that.
of ghosts, Captain?
What ghost?
Are you
Where?
scared of ghosts?
Stop saying that word!
Yeah.
Technically, he's a phantom.
I gestured to Cub and I'm like, this is a ghost.
No, that's a rabbit.
Did you forget it was Damien? Is that what you were looking up?
No. Mum came to the door.
Oh, okay.
Okay, that's funny.
All right, out of character. Can we get the fuck on this boat already, Dan? Or can we?
That's so much to do
something?
before.
We've been taking
Yeah.
the same conversation that's already been answered.
Yeah, let me first get us back
Except,
on to.
except, are we getting anything in the city to prepare for the
Well,
trip?
That's
Well,
what
we need to
Kind of-
deal with the tomorrow night thing first.
he.
You
Probably
gotta deal
would
with
be bad.
it in a week too, because if I'm gonna be stuck on the boat
Yeah.
for like a week's time,
Yeah.
that's gonna
He looks at all of you and he says, now listen, this is going to be a long trip, so I suggest bringing some things to just in case to make things more comfortable for you if you need it. Preferably more alcohol. A lot of
Okay,
alcohol.
one more thing. Do you know much about this town?
Icewind?
Yes.
I mean, probably.
Okay. Do you know of potion shops, alchemists, something of that degree?
He kind of like, you see him kind of like walk over towards the window of his place. He kind of looks out. I mean, you'll probably find something like that. Maybe, I don't know. We don't really have all of that kind of thing. This is more of like a fishing town here. Yeah,
I was just
maybe.
wedging my bets.
You might be able to find something in the seabound supplies area. Yeah,
Is
I
there
was just.
anything on the
okay.
boat we can use to cook?
You like fish?
Well, that's why I'm asking. If we're gonna be in the ocean, we can catch fish and we can save on food cost.
Well, that's what I do every week. I like to fish.
Perfect.
It's my side hobby.
How do we-
Speaking
can we-
of
can we
side
get
hobbies,
from- Yeah.
you see him pause, and then you see him fall flat on his face, and then you hear,
All right, that is about as much as I could take of that anyway. So
I turn to the others and I say to them, you know, I do invent things, so being a shipwright probably wouldn't be too far off of my skill set, you know. So if we ever do need to repair anything, I can probably do it.
the
Well,
whole
first things
thing
first,
needs
we
to be
gotta figure out how to
repaired,
take care
doesn't
of Gug.
What did you say?
Have you ever tried to just knock him out during the transformation?
That's why I was asking for an alchemist. Maybe we could get some type of like paralyzation thing or sleep remedy or
If we can get some
something.
sleep remedy, all we have to do is put it in a fish. You know how much Gug loves meat.
Even as a wolf.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I do. Oh man,
I love me some
fish.
Why do you
That's
think you're so
funny.
close with Damien? With Albatross?
Because I'm a hunter. Yeah. As we found it, we figured it out all this time.
No, because
Anyway, that's gay. Anyway,
welcome to the joke, Albatross. I hope you enjoy your stay.
so actually, in character, you fucks.
We're so back, boys. We're so back.
Yeah, no, it's great. So how do we want to split this up?
I'll head to the seatbound supplies to go and get.
Give me more
repairs
alcohol.
if the ship ever needs it.
Repairs and supplies for whatever you're gonna end up inventing on this ship ride. I'm sure you're gonna do something like that.
And
Oh,
just
she's
puts her
gone.
finger- And just puts
All
her
right.
finger to Damien's lips and it's like, and then walks off.
Maybe
All right.
tavern would have a drink that would be powerful enough.
I wouldn't be able to test that theory.
Um,
Let me
Albatross from our
handle
last
fishing
experience
supplies
definitely
and
wouldn't
stuff
be able
we
to help
need
with
like
that one either.
well, Albatross didn't get drunk.
I'm pretty sure you did.
I don't think I rolled drunk. I thought we were
Yeah,
from the
because
cold.
you got knocked out from it, and then Gug had to take you back to the inn.
Which is weird because elves would have a naturally higher tolerance. I guess.
Well, I think
I
dwarves
don't
would have a
remember
much
this.
higher tolerance than elves.
I'm gonna go on the boat, or I'm gonna go on the bet that we're gonna probably be eating a lot of fish stuff soon. Well, yeah.
You're a fucking
gotta-
genius.
Would fish blood even satiate you?
I have no idea. I've not actually tried.
I guess we're gonna try that on this boat.
Ah!
Can I drink you?
I don't have any
No,
physical blood.
no.
You just
Oh.
hear Pan's voice in the distance.
I wouldn't do that anyway. It's fine. We'll figure something out. Maybe like a squid.
I feel like ectoplasm would taste like
With
Baja
dolphin.
Blast for a vampire.
Oh, fucking delicious. It's the best news I've heard all day.
Stay the fuck away from me.
Give me your plasm.
Yeah. Okay, now
I
that
will
sounds...
shank you, nutsack.
Okay, so,
Please.
with everything going on, I will ask, what is everyone doing? Where's everyone going?
Well, okay, let's actually have a look around the whole map for everybody. There we go. There's not really much, so I guess I'm gonna walk around the market. Right? Oh, I can't. Stag!
You okay?
There we go.
Uh,
Is this like the market area? I can't
this
tell
is-
because he's on it's Master's Dwelling. Okay, no.
Master's dwelling.
The
I was
market
saying about
area would
table
be
earlier,
the
if we're
green
looking for, like,
area,
a
or the
drink.
seabound supplies,
Yeah, yeah.
for those who are
Yeah,
colorblind.
I guess. Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, so
Finally, some inclusion.
Albatross is going to the merchant quarters. Gug, where are you going?
I guess I'm gonna follow along with Albatross because I think his thing's kind of my thing as well.
Team best friends.
Pan, what are you doing?
I'm going to look for building supplies and repair supplies for the ship.
All right. Damien, what are you doing?
Call me crazy, but I want to look for some seasonings. This
Oh.
fish is gonna get bland as hell.
All right.
And is the
We
Sanji of our group.
we will start
Just
with,
black pepper.
we will start with Albatross and Gug. You guys are walking through the town, and the sun at this point is pretty decently starting to get into the sky now, having it just crested past the horizon. You guys are walking around, and you do see a lot of like stalls that are open. You see some restaurants, seafood wise. But while you're walking around, if I recall, you said you're looking, for you at least, you're looking more for like an alchemist shop, right?
Yeah, something to that degree.
What you see is not really an alchemist shop, but it seems to be a type of, how would you describe it? My mind is like a, fuck, what would that be? You basically see a shop for herbal, like medicinal things.
Ooh, I love weed. I mean, I love technicality.
But yes, you see a lot of medicinal. You see a medicinal like building, basically, herbal medicinals or whatever.
There's just constant. It's like Adam's constant smoke rolling out of it.
Yeah. Not another Mama Sheen's place. All right.
Well, I guess we go there. I guess I'm gonna just look around.
When
a little bit.
when you walk in,
I guess
what?
would I recognize any plant life? I mean, it'd probably be like grounded up already, so probably not immediately.
Yeah, I mean, like you do see plants hanging because like they do have to grow some of their stuff if they can. But most of it's just natural fauna of the area that you've been seeing while walking around.
Okay.
But when you walk into the store and you smell the air, it is very thick with like this musty like plant smell. Think of like the smell of fall.
Yeah. Okay.
And while you're walking around, you eventually walk through this like curtain of beads. And funny enough, when you walk through it, you hear a bunch of like chimes, like ding, 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 ding. And then you hear
Madam Shane's voice.
and then you hear an older lady, not Mama Sheen, but you do hear an older lady. She's like, "Oh, I think I hear the bell of customers," and she kind of waddles out with a cane.
I'm Grandmother Carl.
You're a what?
Grandmother Carl, because I want a different Jimmy Neutron character, and grandmother is different than Mama.
Okay.
That's all I got.
Fine with me, Grant. I don't have to name an NPC if you guys name him for me. So you see her walk up to you. She's like, "Well, hello. My name is Grandmother Carl. How are you today?" And she kind of reaches out her hand very shakily to shake.
I'll trust very gently. We're doing well, fine, all things considered.
That's
But
what.
we were wondering if you had we were wondering if you had anything that was like could put a large beast like a do we have buffaloes in this universe?
Most animals exist in D&D from what I recall.
Okay.
So yeah.
Something as large as say a buffalo or a large cow to sleep. Perhaps like a horse.
Are you hunting, mayhaps?
I'm more trying to get something to not be hunted, if that makes more sense. A catch and release.
Yes. You must be one of those. Okay. You have been looking for narcotics. Let me see what I have. Yes, and he looks over at you. She looks over at you.
I want to be like sniffing like the wall of like herbs and stuff like as he starts this conversation. It's like
she sees you getting like really close to one of these like plants. She's like, I wouldn't do that. It makes people sneeze. And you just see like dust go everywhere. She's like, oh, cover your nose. And she like waddles away, holding her nose.
The entire town starts to shake.
Roll a Constitution save the both of you.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Damn it.
Oh no. Gug. You'll be at disadvantage, dude. Well, doesn't matter. Yeah. So this is funny. So the pollen from this plant like goes everywhere, and when it rests upon your shoulders, Albatross, you've never experienced this plant before, so it's new to you. But when you get a whiff, it tickles your nose instantaneously, and you just feel the sneeze build. And basically, roleplay wise, throughout your conversation, you will sneeze.
Like constantly, or like how?
It won't be constant. It'll be very like occasional, basically to your own discretion.
Oh god, he's having an allergic reaction.
So, actually, about plants, while I was a hunter, what the fuck? Okay. Okay. Got it. Breathe. So, back in the Elven City, me and my mother were hunters, there were took care of plant life. We even had a greenhouse. It was big and luscious and beautiful. There was a much bigger one in the upper city, but it was nice for us. I got to see it. My friend, he grew up in a family where he took care of those instead. So, son of a. Your human cities deserve to burn. Okay.
She walks up to
didn't have
you
that.
with like a wad of napkins or something, and she's like, "Here, take this, dearie. You're probably going to need it. I would recommend cleaning yourself off." And she also is packing a box of from what you can tell is probably like narcotics.
I don't know why, but I thought you were going to say she's packing.
She's packing heat. She's got a Glock and she's ready to go.
I mean,
But
obviously,
unlock in my Rari. But anyways, she
So,
yes, dear.
about I'm like wiping off my about
give-
those
Give me a moment. You see her walk behind this desk that's kind of like in the middle of the room, and she pulls out a broom and says, "Hold still," and she just. Excuse me, large fellow, could you help? There's another broom over there.
please don't.
She's just like kind of bapping all
You
the
have to get
pollen
my
off
hair.
of you.
Don't touch my hair, please.
You've got a mess up there. I can't reach that. Tall one, could you?
Yes. And I'll grab the broom from her and start like whacking him.
They will hurt you so much.
Roll
I'll
a
try, like, go at the same
Constitution save at
forcefulness.
advantage this time, Albatross. See if you can stop the sneezing. Okay, you do. You do stop the sneezing.
That was unpleasant.
Yes, but it is worth it, is it not?
Perhaps.
Besides all that, give me a moment. And she places the box. There's like this trunk on the on her desk, and she opens it up, and you see rows of like, basically like, what I'm gonna call like herbal balls, or like exactly what you think. It's literally like herbs that have been rolled into little balls and then effectively compressed to remain in shape. And she kind of shows, and there's like different types. There's ones that are like green, dark green, some a little purpley in shade, some a maroon color. And she's like, these are general narcotics, more for people who need to sleep. Think of pills. But as you can see, there are different tiers of them, and they get more potent the further you go down. And you said you were hunting, or relocating, and she says in quotation marks, buffalo, was it?
Something as large as a buffalo or a horse, maybe. A workhorse, a big one.
Would you happen to have this in meat?
I mean, you could probably
We can
hide it
keep it
in
on
the
meat.
meat, but this is an herbal store, I'm afraid.
Yes, no, he doesn't understand. We'll figure it out. You'll be fine.
Okay, but anyways, as she turns around, she kind of pulls out this little piece of paper and like it places it kind of in front of the chest and starts to read. She like pats her head, and you see her pull down these glasses, and she starts to read and kind of pointing, looking at the sheet and pointing back up. Ah, yes, this
Now,
one right here.
Yes.
This is called.
Question, if
yes.
If some of these hard bigger animals, if say a person, let's say 6 foot tall, a burgundy man took this,
Just clearly
would it
looking
kill
at him.
would it possibly kill him?
She slowly turns her head to the tall person in the room. Are you?
I like scratch the back of my head, just like, ugh.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but are you? She kind of points at Gug. You trying to?
I'm an orc. Yes.
That's not.
I'm in.
Are you? She looks at you and says, "Are you having trouble sleeping, dear? Is this your roundabout way? Are you embarrassed by your sleep habits?"
Well, one in particular, yes.
Well, one your size would normally take an average, a little more than an average amount of.
Get the fuck anything away from me.
You just hear like the sound of clacking on the board of a door frame, and you just see the marionette standing peeking over. No,
Hi, Mary.
He just looks up at the roof and just sees it just turn its head to look at him.
no,
And then
not
scurries off.
canon, not canon. That's creepy.
That order. I'm gonna
But,
need some for me.
She looks at you and says, "Well, I don't know about that. Well, this would put you out for a few days." And she was holding up a more reddish tinted ball of herbs. So this is for bigger animals, as you said. This is called the red recluse. It's very potent.
But it would keep him out for a few days, not kill him, like stop heart or
It wouldn't
anything else.
kill
It's out for a few
him,
days,
but
don't-
you probably wouldn't see him for a while.
These parameters are acceptable.
Are you sure about that?
It's a long boat ride.
She puts it back in the box. Let me find one that might at least make him groggy the next day. You don't want him to be. Surely you don't want him to be out the whole day.
It's a long boat ride. He'll be fine.
Oh, you're going overseas. You must
Yeah.
be seasick. I understand. Well, I have other herbal remedies, and she shuts the chest, that are great for seasickness. And she starts to hobble
Oh,
over.
No. He needs to sleep specifically.
Oh, yes, okay, it's fine. And she walks over back to the chest and
He's
opens it
allergic
again.
to those kinds of medicines.
She divvies through. It's like, I don't think he will need a red recluse, so we'll go down to the velvet. Hold on, and she's reading. Someone
Yeah, you
smudged
can't say the
the
name of
word.
this. I'm not taking it.
Sorry, the words are smudged. It looks like velvet velour, but I don't think that's right. But it shouldn't matter. I know the amount that this does in general. And she plucks out this as stated, a velvety colored ball. And she says, this will knock him out for a full day, for sure, but when he wakes up, he will not be sleeping more than a day. This, I imagine, will do for you, yes?
Sounds perfect.
Good. Let me ring it. How many of these would you prefer?
Let's go for 2.
All right. And she pilfers through and grabs the second one. And you see when she's grabbing these, by the way, she is wearing like these types of gloves that are like silk. And she's just reaching in and grabbing these. She says, "Oh, one more thing. I will be putting these in a special wrapping. Try not to get them on your actual fingertips in case you forget, because these have a bit of oil that seeps from them that if you ingest, you'll get a little sleepy. And that's why you generally want to wear gloves or something." And she walks over towards her counter, and she starts to pull out these little like baggies, little leather baggies, or like these satchel-like baggies, and she starts to kind of 2 into the bag and ties it shut. She walks over towards you and she says, "All right, that would be 10 gold. These are rather potent."
All right. I'll pull out my pouch of gold. Give her
Alright.
10 of them. I'll actually give her 11, just like a little extra.
Oh, you're so kind. Thank you, dear. And she will hand Albatross the little baggie of whatever velvet
Lovely.
stuff that is. Velvet velour or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't like that she like speculated the name for a second there. That made me feel uncomfortable.
It was smudged.
Well, the good news is that
Yeah.
you guys don't have to touch it. You can have the robot give.
That's
Go.
true, actually.
Ooh, yeah.
Or the
Yeah,
ghost
no.
that probably doesn't even affect.
Or me.
Oh
with
yeah,
my
I don't
robotic
think you
arm.
sleep. I don't think you two sleep at all, actually.
No, I don't.
So as long as Albatross doesn't feed this to me.
Yeah, as long
I'm
as
good.
Albatross or Gug doesn't do it accidentally.
Well, I'll want to go to sleep. So it
Well, I
doesn't matter
know,
if
but
get
like,
to
I mean, accidentally, like, either
oh,
way,
yeah.
you guys, you
As they
get
walk out.
your bag, and she waves you
As-
off to have a good day.
No, as they walk out, Albatross looks. Huh? This is lavender lube, not velvet. Whatever the fuck she's.
But anyways, as you all walk
Fuck you.
out,
That was funny.
it was funny, but we're shifting over to Pan and Marionette, I guess. Pan, you are walking around Seabound Supplies, or maybe heading to the tavern. I don't know. What are you doing?
I am looking for items for ship repairs, as well as anything that will allow me to build stuff.
This is easy enough. You immediately are made aware of what looks to be a carpenter's building, but next to it, you will see that they have this like canopy where they have a bunch of wooden supplies just kind of resting out and about. And you see a guy with an axe. He's like putting a log down and just cleaving it in twain. And he looks up at you, and he turns his head in confusion. But then you hear him say, "Are you here for some wood?"
Yes, we're going on a rather long ship ride with a individual I'm not sure is able to keep his ship in one piece, so I
Crag.
figured I might... Yes, the goblin.
Yeah. All right, I'll give you a discount. he looks over at the wood in front of him, and he says, "How long you gonna be out with him?"
I don't think you ever actually gave us an
I did. It was like two. Well, I guess for the trip too, it was like, I think it was like two and a half weeks.
We're going for about 2.5 weeks, but give me double. I feel like we're gonna need it.
He nods his head. Wise choice. Let me see what I can do. And he looks over. And by the way, this is a big man. Like, he's... As weird as it is, he is shirtless. He is sweating profusely. And his steam is broiling off of him because he's just constantly doing things. Even though it is a snowy area, he does not seem bothered by the cold. And you see him, like, reach down and grab, like, stacks of these long planks. And he starts to kind of like carry them over very leisurely. And then you see him reach down with his other hand and grab another stack of planks. And he looks over and he says, you have a way of carrying these?
Hang on 1 second. Gog!
He stops.
Can I hear her?
I doubt it. You're so far away.
What if I use
Are we-
thaumaturgy to boost my voice?
That might help.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Oh, good
Oh
lord.
god.
Just
So-
just the building starts to shake as Pan just yells, "God!"
You see the guy like almost like he like closes his eyes and kind of leans away, wincing a bit in pain. And then Gug, you hear billowing and echoing throughout the town. Gug! Gug!
I ignore it.
What is that?
I'm kidding. I run to it.
Just leaving Albatross behind.
Pan's just gonna like,
Get some
Pan's
coming
just
with.
gonna like stand there, just tapping her foot, looking at her wrist, even though she doesn't have a watch,
Yeah.
and she's just gonna say, "So you know, I'm
No,
working on
no,
these
wait,
devices."
Pan, hold on. I just thought of something funny. You don't have a watch, but you have a built-in sundial, which is just a triangle on your hand.
Yes.
You just look at the top of your hand.
And while she's waiting, she's just gonna look at him and go, "So I'm working on this device that lets people communicate from long distances. I should give you one, and we can stay in contact."
What? Sorry, it's a little hard to hear after you blew my ears out.
Sorry about that. See, my device will stop me from needing to do that.
Okay. And as he's kind of like sitting there confused and looking around, Gug, you eventually walk onto the scene. You see Pan standing in front of this really tall big guy, holding two like stacks of planks in each arm.
Yeah,
I
guys,
wanna,
I
like,
need your help.
I want to get there like huffing and puffing, thinking it's like an emergency. I like sprinted there. Is everything all right?
Yeah, everything's okay. I just need you to carry this wood for me.
he turns and looks at you,
Would.
and to note,
Would, like,
so Gug, how tall are you in this game? I believe you're like 6 foot
Oh,
something,
that's-
right?
I'm 6 something, I think. Here, I think it's in my bio.
It should be.
6'1".
Yes. This guy is like 7'4",
Oof.
and he looks
Boy.
down at you, and then he looks at the planks, and then looks at you. Do you think you can hold all this? As he yells this, because he still has trouble hearing.
Well, no, but I can give it a shot.
Well,
I
at
will
least
have
try
my
this one
robot.
stack of planks, and he holds out one of his arms.
I'll have my robot try to help Gug.
Oh god.
Because Pan herself would not actually.
No, definitely not. She would not try at all to help. the marionette
But she would definitely-
send.
Yeah, exactly. So she's gonna
So
have the marionette try to help him.
So, for this situation, because you are being helped, I do want you to roll me a strength check. But I want you to do it at advantage because of the marionette. Did you say why?
I said flat.
Oh, okay. 18 though. That's enough. He
Hey,
drops.
pretty good.
Like you feel the weight hit you immediately, but then you feel it relent a bit whenever the marionette starts to kick in. And you kind of are able to carry it. You migrate yourself over to the other side of the planks, and the marionette is on the opposing side of you, just staring at you. But you're holding the planks.
We'll come back for the other. We'll come back
He-
for the other half. How much do I owe you for it?
He nods. He says, "Well, with the discount added onto it," he pulls out like a little booklet and he starts to flip, and he from his shorts or his pants he pulls out like these this little like charred stick. And he starts to write. This carry that down. Ah, yes. All this will be about discount 75 gold.
All right, and she hands over the gold.
All right, mark that down yourself.
Calculate time.
And
So how much wood will I have by the end? Just put it all in.
so with basically how this would work, it would be like normally it'd be like 2 per gold, right? Gold sells a lot because there's different tiers of coin, but gold is really good. So 2 gold for 1 plank, and because of the discount, you can kind of basically be like 1 for 1. So you probably have 75 planks to maybe a little lower than that.
I'll just put 75 in.
Yeah, it's a lot basically. You got a fuck ton of planks. Eventually, because well, now you got to bring them both to the boat.
Cool. So with that, Pan just watches as Gug and fucking the marionette just start carrying it, and she's just there, just chilling.
The marionette.
Albatross also standing here. I'm gonna carry that.
Yeah, Albatross just gets there to see Gug carrying this heavy thing, and I just imagine Gug slowly looks at him, and he's like, no.
Me and Albatross are just sitting on the wood planks as they're carrying.
As we always meant to be.
The marionette Gug is staring at you, waiting, and it's very clear at this moment it's not gonna go anywhere until you start moving. So you have to lead.
I guess to the boat then.
and with all this happening, we move on to Damien's scene. Damien, what are you doing as you're traveling through town?
I am looking for basic necessities of food and water.
All right.
Stuff
Seasoning,
to
we said earlier.
basically make the fish taste better that we're gonna have to catch.
Similarly enough to everyone else, you find yours pretty quickly. You quickly see many stalls of foods, even seasoning, like saltwater seasonings. And as you're exploring the area, you see specifically a fishing stall that has a bunch of things like a tackle box. It has different fish hung up on hooks and stuff, and then you also see next to it a bunch of like herbal seasonings and just a bunch of different types of things. There's even like frogs or something hung up on some of these or put in bottles. And you walk up to this, and you see this man, kind of portly fellow with a massive beard, but he's completely bald on the top. And he looks a little older than most, and he has this apron on that's kind of caked in a mix of blood and just water. And he looks over, and he looks down a bit, because having to see how small you are, and he says, "Oh, what can I do for you, fellow?"
Yeah, we're me and some of my friends are going on a about 2-week trip. We're trying to get some supplies to catch fish and survive the trip.
All right, I can see what I got for you. You looking? So you said you're going fishing?
Pretty much.
Do you have a fishing tackle?
I don't actually know if he does or not.
I'm
sure he does. He says he goes fishing all the time.
Oh, he does, yes. You do not. So it's
we can't
up
just
to if
borrow his
Damien wants to
fishing
own
rod?
his own.
I doubt it.
Alright.
Dude, imagine you have like a collapsible pole though.
New weapon.
Have like something to shove in your pack. Oh, dude, a new weapon.
That would be wild.
Frying pan and fishing hook.
Okay, genuinely, maybe he could actually use the fishing rod to steal something
Yeah,
from
That's
high
so
up.
Yeah,
funny.
You can like,
Son of a
or
bitch.
that, or you can like do the scorpion
clever.
thing where you get over here.
Yeah.
That's fun, it really is.
He
Dude.
looks down at you and he repeats, he's like, "So, do you need a fishing tackle? We have
How
a
much would
deal
it be?"
going on where if you buy a fishing tackle, a fishing rod is half off.
Okay.
Granted, it's
Right.
only the smaller tier of fishing rods.
I need to look at the food supplies first, but if I have enough after that, I will probably get one.
That's fine. So you need, what are you looking for? We got a bunch of fish over here, and then some seasonings. What's your
I'm mainly looking for the
fancy?
seasonings.
Alrighty then. Which type? Are you looking for something salty? Maybe a little spicy? Maybe a little grainy? All of the above, I'm guessing?
Yeah, we're gonna be here for a little bit, so getting some varieties is gonna be good.
That's fine. I'll get you the special box. With this, we'll give you one of everything, and it will be half off on most of them. And he walks over towards his stuff, and you see him pull out this like little wooden box, and he just starts to grab bottles of seasoning. He grabs like these wraps of leaves and puts them in the box. He starts to fill out the whole box, and this takes a few minutes, maybe like 1 or 2. And once he's done, he lids the box off, and you see him grab like this little hammer and just tick, 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 and make sure the lid's on tight. And then he takes it, puts it on the desk next to him. It's like, so all this in total, this is, as you said, about a few weeks worth of supplies of seasoning. This will cost you about 25 gold pieces.
Okay. And how much did you say that the fishing rod and tackle would be?
So the tackle box itself, normally 20 gold pieces, but with the fishing rod, with the deal, brings it up to about 35 to 40 gold pieces, maybe even 50, depending upon the rod you get. The better the rod, the more expensive it gets, if you catch my drift.
Yeah. Okay.
Are you looking for a hefty sucker? Because we got some good ones and we got some bad ones.
I'm gonna have to try to go middle of the road here. What could I get with 50?
He looks at you and he kind of eyes you up a bit. Let me see what I got in the back, because you're probably going to need a bit of a smaller one than the most. No offense, by the way. And he walks back, and you see this rack of fishing poles all lined up, and they kind of go down in size like a triangle. And he starts to point, and he picks up one, he kind of feels it around, gives it a little bit of a back and forth, and then puts it back on the shelf. starts to point at other ones, grabs another one, feels it, looks at it, and he kind of spins around, tests the thread, and then he nods and he walks over towards you. You see him reach down and grab one of the tackle boxes he has, and he sets it on the desk, and he plops this right in front of the box. He says, "Why don't you give it a bit of a whirl, see how you feel about it in your hands?" And you see this rod. It looks to be made of a sturdier material. Obviously, it's still a little cheap, but is about what you would expect for a middle ground rod. But when you pick it up, and you kind of give it like a bit of a spin around, and you flick it back and forth a little bit, it feels really nice, actually. It kind of feels, like it doesn't feel like an expensive rod, but it feels like a good one. Like this is the one you would expect most fishermen to use.
That feels really good, actually.
I'm good at picking them. So this is the
And
50
this
coin
would
one.
be around 50?
So
Yeah, I'll take
50
it.
for this, and 25 for this. And he's pointing at like the rod tackle and the season box. So you're looking at 75. Yes. Do you have
Cody
that?
likes the number 75.
That was coincidental,
have
by the
some.
way.
I had 100 starting out, so I can actually do this.
Nice. He takes the gold that you give him, and he puts it in this little pouch, and then he puts it back in his pocket. And you see him grab like this fishing net, and he puts it on the table, and he grabs the box, the tackle, and the rod, and he wraps them all up in this net. And he takes this cord, this thick cord, and starts to wrap the edges of it, and then he ties it tight, and then hands you the full bag with the rod and the tackle and everything else in it. He says, "Thank you for doing business.
All right, thank you.
Have a good one, little one. Try not to
I'll
drown."
try to. No promises with who we got.
Crag.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good luck. And you see him turn around and get back to like cutting up some fish.
I don't like how the town knows exactly.
But anyways, to speed up time, you all bring everything back to the ship, and you see Crag
We're not done
actually.
yet.
Huh?
We're not done yet.
Albatross, do you have something you want to do?
You don't have my alcohol. I want to know what this man's like
Are
when
you
he's
actually giving
sober.
him some alcohol?
I don't like him. I don't like him drunk. I don't want to know what he's like when he's sober. Jesus.
That's funny.
With how much he drinks, I don't think there's going to be much of a difference.
No,
But-
I think there's going to be extreme difference. It's not going to be a positive one.
He
Yeah, I
helps
just
out.
don't-
The thing he would have is withdrawals.
Hmm.
Can I just say a funny
Yeah, that's pretty fucking bad.
What, Ben?
I just want to say a funny real quick. As like Doug puts down the second lot of planks, I just look at him and go, huh, now that I'm thinking about it, we could have probably just paid a delivery fee.
You think?
But yes, Albatross, I assume are now going to
Wondering.
the slammed
Gavin.
clam.
Yeah.
You walk
That's
in.
exactly where we've agreed that they would sell alcohol in bunch.
Yeah. You walk
Careful,
into
Albatross, they're gonna slam your clam.
Oh god. You
That's
go.
gross.
You get into the Slammed Clam Tavern, and looking around, it is not a good situation. There already seems to have been, and still are, some people actually throwing things around the bar. You see the bartender kind of hiding behind the bar itself, and you just see this group of what you can only assume to be pirates, just kind of haggling the people around the bar itself, and they're just kind of walking around, holding out like a flintlock and stuff, and pointing. It's like, "I know you got money. You're supposed to give me that for what I just won in the game." And you hear the other guy, but I was like, I'm sorry. I just spent all the money on a rum." And this is what you see as you walk in.
So is he flailing it about to everyone or just the guy who?
He is in this moment. You can tell the guy's also drunk, So it's kind of like the
Yeah.
floor and him, but you know.
The floor and the guy, not like everyone else.
No, she's very specifically angry at this one guy, but this one guy caused an entire fight to happen, probably, between the group of people playing games.
For now, Albatross just like kind of like no looks at trips and like gently taps it like if you just right.
You have to repeat that because your mic was going in and out the entire time.
You fucking bitch. Anyway, so he just no look because that's their problem. He's not harming anybody except for that guy who clearly ripped him off. So he walks up to the bar and like does like the tap on the bar like you would normally do if you.
The bartender behind it kind of slowly rises up and looks at you and he says, "What can I do you for?"
So, would you happen to sell case rum?
I can. But,
How many are in each case, and how much would they be?
Case is generally 6 bottles, and, it's about 5 per bottle.
Okay, and are those normal, full-size bottles, half-size?
It's a full bottle. You see him duck his head, and then you see a glass fly past you.
Albatross just absolutely no looks like nothing.
No.
So what's that? If
I don't think pulling your money out in front of a pirate is a good idea.
We'll get to that.
30 each. Can we get like I don't know, like three nice.
3 cases?
Yeah. Well, do you have any other? Wait, before that, do you have any other types of harder liquor, like a vodka? Does vodka exist? Does Russia exist?
I don't know if they would call it. Maybe they'd call it vodka. I don't know. But when you ask him for harder stuff, he's like, "We got some harder stuff. It would be a little more expensive."
What? Where does the term mead come from?
I believe that is a
Mead
Viking
is
word.
like it's like but mead is like a mix between like beer and something else, or like it's like kind of like a halfway point.
Yeah, I
According
think
to
it's
me a
like
while ago.
sometimes it's like meat, sometimes it's a plant. Mead has to like soak in like
Yeah.
a barrel a lot longer than most.
Have you guys ever
Yeah,
actually
it's-
tried
No.
No, I don't drink alcohol.
I do not either. I cannot.
it? Is
He looks up at you. He says, "I can get you the stronger stuff, but it's 10 gold per bottle. So you're looking
Okay,
at
so like a whiskey or a bourbon, like that kind of thing.
around, yes.
Okay, would they be about the same per bottle, or slightly more, or slightly less?
It's a little bit bigger, not by much." Oh, and you see him duck to the side again as another like plate this time goes flying across the room. This time, I want you to roll a deck save.
Don't I actually? Oh, I don't have it yet. I
By
forgot
the way,
what I
this
got.
music I now realize has been like the perfect thing to have in the background for this entire fiasco. This entire
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
long
Yeah.
song.
What do you say,
I
deck
just have it
save?
looping. Deck save, yes.
Oh.
You easily.
As I was saying. So like, how much per bottle for whiskey?
It's 10 per bottle, and 5 for
And the
the other
cases are
one.
the same size. And the cases are the same size.
Yes, 6 per case.
Okay, let's go 2 rums and 1 whiskey.
All right. So you're wanting 2 cases of rum and 1 case of whiskey.
Yes.
So what is that? 60 and then 2 30s. So it's 90. 90 in total. I had to do math. I'm great at that. Not at all, actually. He kind of like looks back. You see him like,
Everyone, shut the fuck up! Don't you say shit.
what the fuck?
What?
It's because it's not 90. That's okay.
Oh, it's not.
I'll take a discount. No,
Is it not? Oh wait,
no, it's 120.
10, 60.
2 30s and then an extra 2 30s.
Huh? I thought you said 1
3
whiskey.
times 4. Yes, but you said it's double the price. You said it's 10 rather than.
Oh, you right. 120.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot
Fuck
the
you.
same price. Yeah, my bad. I was so confused. Yeah, I gave him the same price on accident. But anyways, yes, yeah,
Damn
120. He, thanks for being, sticking to the rules of the game. You start like, you kind of chilling there, and he's sneaking off to the back of the room, and you see him shut the door behind him, and you're kind of just sitting there, just kind of looking around.
Just tapping the bar.
Then you
gently.
hear the sound of a flintlock going off. And then you hear a guy just be like, "Ha! You almost shot me! That's what I was trying to do! Give me my money!" And this continues on, and then eventually you see the guy kind of walk back out, and he's still hunkered down, trying not to get hit by anything, so you see him pushing crates out one by one. And then eventually he starts to stack them on the bar. And eventually, once all three are on the bar, he gets up and he holds out his hand very sheepishly. Actually, before he does that, he looks at you and says, "I'll give you a discount if you can get them out of my fucking bar."
Much of a discount.
The price is normally 120. I'll give you 90 for it.
Stay there for a moment. I
Yeah.
turn around and I want the situation.
So very clearly, you see, obviously the flintlock smoking, and he's trying to reload the flint. He's having a struggle with it, and the guy on the ground is like looking over at the floorboard and then looking at the guy, and there's clearly a hole in the floor now.
You cut out.
Yeah, you cut out a little bit.
Did I? I apologize. There. Where did I stop at?
Just started me turning around.
You turn around, and what you see is the figure with the flintlock. As he's pointing it down at the ground, he like pulls it back up and he's trying to reload it, very poorly though due to his drunkenness. And the guy on the floor is looking back and forth between the guy and the floorboard because there's now a hole in the floorboard. But as this is happening, you witness all of this. What do you do?
Okay. I don't really have any blunt weapons.
I mean, you have your sword, just the back end of it.
Yeah. I was like, I really need to invest in some type of a bludgeoned arrow that doesn't have a tip on it.
You know what? Hold on. Roll a perception check.
I thought this was gonna happen. Boom.
Easily enough, you
Not
see a
bad.
broken chair leg chilling on the ground.
How does that help me? Oh, I guess I could use that as a blunt weapon. Okay.
Yeah.
Fine. I was thinking of the arrows.
I mean, you could probably turn
What
it
arrow?
into
Like,
an arrow.
what? No, not yet. So I guess I'll grab that, and because I'm naturally fairly quiet, I'm sure that he's drunk and flailing
Yeah.
about. I want to walk up behind dude and give him a little bonk on the noggin.
All right, roll to hit. This will be strength plus proficiency. And
So I just roll strength.
Just roll strength, and then we'll add proficiency to your roll, which is I think a 3 right now. So that's a 16 to hit, which does hit.
Yay!
Now the damage I believe of a makeshift club is I think it's a 1d6. This will also, I believe, damage-wise, I think goes off of. I believe damage is based off of your
No.
proficiency.
I do want to clarify. I'm intending to knock him out.
I know.
I wanna
I just want to
declare
see
that
how much
beforehand.
damage you're doing to be in general, because it might leave him standing still, might not.
Or you just
So roll a d6,
Just 1d6.
and we'll add
Oh,
3 to
nope.
it. Oh, nope. He out. You plonk. Like you see him say, "When I get this thing unloaded, you're gonna be." Poof, poof," and he falls right next to the guy sitting on the ground. And you see him look over the guy. He looks back up. He goes, "Ah, you're not here for me money too."
I would leave while you have the chance.
Oh great, we're making enemies with pirates just before
He
we go
looks
out onto the
around
feast.
and he looks down at the
Yeah,
guy.
the other part wouldn't have seen me.
And you see him kind of looking around. He's like, yeah, I'll do that. And he gets up, and just before he starts going, he turns around, starts to pilfer through the guy's pockets. And then he leaves.
No.
Nope.
No, I stopped him before that. Absolutely fucking not.
The moment you stop him from doing that, he's like, fuck, he just, okay, and he just starts to walk out the bar.
I want to pick up the flintlock,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go back to the bar.
Well, add a flintlock to your inventory, and the guy will stand up, and he'll look around and like, thank you for that. It was getting a little messy, and quite frankly, was getting tired of it. As promised, 90 for the...
I'm sure he'd be lucky.
90 for all this, and you have a deal.
You said that was 90 gold, correct?
Yep.
Got it in spades. All right, yeah. I don't know how the bags are said are separated. I don't know how gold in one bag, but I give him the appropriate amount.
That's fine.
90. I'll give him all 90.
Yep. He does that, and then he kind of pushes the boxes closer towards you. He says, "Have a good one." Now the question is, how are you gonna get these home?
I mean, I'm a decently strong boy, and these aren't that heavy. I mean,
They're not. They're pretty big.
Me in real life has carried this, so I'm sure Albatross, who's likely stronger than me,
These
in real
are.
life, could do it.
I think this is about like a foot by foot box.
Yeah.
So you're looking
stack
at
'em.
like.
They're supposed to milk carton, like they're supposed to stack correctly.
Yeah. They can stack, but it's gonna be kind of funny for you to wobble through town with that.
Yeah, because bottles aren't nearly as heavy as you'd probably think they
No,
are.
they're
So
not.
they're probably
Well, in a full bottle
all
is
this together is
decent,
probably
but-
like 40 pounds in that range.
Okay, you know what? Hey, let's play a fun game, right?
Yeah.
How much does a bottle
Okay.
of rum
Can I
weigh?
just say, it's very funny we started this all with saying like Albatross would have never won a gun, and like by like no
He
means of
picks
his
up a
own,
gun.
he's now
No,
acquired
no,
a gun.
Pause. We'll get there. We'll get there. I did not forget about this. It remains true.
Okay.
Okay. From what I can see, about 3 pounds per bottle. So you're looking at what
Okay,
what
that's
is
a little
that?
more than I
That's 18 per box. Well, probably more like 20 with the box weight
No, not
itself.
18 per box. You said 6, so it's
No,
12
I mean per
altogether.
bottle. And then you add the 6 bottles
Yeah.
together, and then you add on the weight of the actual box itself. So you're looking at about 20 pound per box.
Well, just, yeah. Like, so it's a little, so yeah, 60,
It's
right?
80-ish pounds.
What?
Maybe a little less.
How'd you go from 60 to 80? Where did the magical other one come from?
Oh fuck! I'm
There's
sorry,
three
three,
boxes.
not 4. I don't know why I thought 4. So yes,
Oh yeah,
you're
that's
right.
only 27 kilograms. That's
I don't know why I thought 4
So-
boxes.
Yeah, 60. You could do that. He's a pretty strong.
Yeah, 60's not that bad.
So,
But
yeah,
yes,
well, I guess I'm gonna.
for reference. At
Slowly.
McDonald's, a box of chips that we have to use to fill the fridge is about 25 kilos ish.
no. But
Yeah.
with that, you can make your way back to the ship. Damon, I notice you're still in town. Are you looking for something else?
No, I just haven't moved my character yet.
Oh, gotcha. All right. So now, with that being said, you all make your way back to the ship, and Gug and Pan are the first ones there, and you guys are putting the planks down on the ship somewhere. Or actually, no. As you get on the ship, you see Crag kind of walking around. He's not holding a bottle, but he does look a little disgruntled as he's looking around. And he sees you and he's like, "Oh, where have you been? We were talking, you all just walked out on me."
You collapsed. So
I
yeah,
what now?
I know. So I noticed you sort of lack a crew per se.
Oh,
And
I'm
you
a
said
one-man
that-
crew, thank you very much. But yes,
And you said that we have to earn our right to be on your boat.
we-
So I shall be your temporary shipwright.
I'll see about that. But anyways, we'll talk about that later when everyone's here. So, what's that? And he looks at, like, your stacks of planks that you guys are walking up the ship with.
To repair the ship because I do not trust you.
I'll have you know my handiwork's quite fine, as he, like, taps the side of the mast, and you see a plank that just immediately falls off, and he looks at it, he's like, it'll be fine.
I think I distrust you more than I distrust Albatross.
Hey.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Anyways, listen, just hit those downstairs. There's a spot where I generally keep my extras.
All right, Doug, you heard the man.
Oh, be careful! One of the boards is loose.
sir.
I can't remember if it's one at the bottom or one at the top. Well, you'll find out eventually. He starts walking back
It's a
around
top.
Tumbles
You
down the
okay
staircase.
down there?
Yeah, you hear just a loud
hurts.
crash and bang sound. You just see Gug at the bottom. The marionette is like
Just
leaning
like-
over the staircase and kind of waving at you, Gug.
I think we'll need a shipwright to fix that step.
Yeah, I'll get on it later.
As this happens, eventually, I believe Damien would be the next to walk in. Damien, you get over to the ship, and you see Pan and the marionette both looking down the staircase, and you hear some echoey talk coming from it. You also see Crag kind of slowly walking his way back to his quarters, but he's like looking around, kind of disgruntled. That's the scene that you see when you get here.
I don't expect any less.
Pan's just gonna immediately get started on repairing
Yeah,
stuff.
I don't doubt it. We'll get to that in a bit, because I do have rules for that. We have a whole explanation of things, and we'll get to that here in a bit. But Albatross, you eventually arrive as well onto the scene. You see...
Hello, fellow kids. I have come with the weed and the alcohol.
Be careful about that.
Hey!
You get to the ship, and you look around, and you see Pan looks to be repairing the mast, and you hear clamoring down below the stairs, but you don't see anyone. And you see the marionette kind of looking down and waving still. And you see Damien. Damien, I imagine you're like... Wait, what are you doing, Damien?
You literally just
said
asked him
BRB.
as he says go.
Yeah.
Oh, he's BRB. Okay, never mind. Well, you see Damien kind of like holding onto his supplies, kind of staring around.
Hey,
Well,
I got a question, Cody.
Yep.
My marionette would be strong enough to carry like a single plank at a time, right?
Yes, they'd be able to help.
Okay. Yeah.
Alright. Are you
They're just
asking your
not.
robot to help?
Yeah, no, that's basically my robot's gonna be my little helper all the
Alright.
time, grabbing wood and stuff like that.
Gug, you look up after kind of brushing yourself off, and you see the robot wave, and then it stops, and its head just turns, and its body turns, and starts to walk away. And
Oh,
you,
very-
Pan, just see it walk over back to you and helping you with the planks. But what you see, Gug, on your side is you have now clearly cut in half the staircase due to the weight of the planks. And your own body.
I feel like this
Hey.
is like I feel like this is like me with the meme of childish. And everything's on fire while he's holding pizza.
Of you with the while everything is on fire while holding pizza. What?
Yeah,
You don't remember that the childish Gambino meme?
They can't. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up.
Nice.
Childish
Never.
Gambino. He walks to an apartment and everything's on fire and he's just holding pizza.
Oh,
Everyone's freaking
yeah, I know what that is. Okay, yeah. Okay, I get
Never
it now.
heard of it.
I feel like I
Put it
know
in chat so you know it.
Okay, fuck. I stopped googling at the moment I remembered, but now I
Oh,
do
sorry.
understand it.
No need. He's.
I'm on it.
old.
I'm on it.
He's got closure.
Chat knows. Everyone knows what I'm talking about.
It's a funny meme. I like how I type in the
Yeah.
word meme and the first thing I get is the one where he's pointing a gun at a guy. I'll just type in pizza meme. It is this meme for everyone wondering, and I know a lot of people are. I'm putting this in the Omen chat. There we go. That meme.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
I have no clue what it is, but it's funny looking.
somewhat
Community.
someone like that scenery. But either way, yes, this
Why
happens.
don't you just be American? God.
But either way,
me.
you all get to this moment and you're kind of like looking around, and everything is as where it is currently. From here, we are actually going to take a break. I have to use the restroom, so everyone take a moment to yourselves, and then we will return and continue on from where we left off. So, I'm gonna put us
Cowards.
in our break screen real
What?
fast.
I think I found someone I hate more than you, or not hate, but distrust
Hey,
more than you.
just as he gets back.
Hi.
Really?
Hey.
Yeah, literally.
Okay. Well, we're gonna take a
Oh, that was too much.
temporary BRB because I gotta use the restroom. So everyone get water,
Oh.
get drinks, get food, all that type of thing.
DM
I'll be back.
has to
Good luck.
piss.
Hey,
God.
hey, Damien, come here. Come here, Damien.
What?
I have a great idea. How
I'm
would
a bit
you?
terrified about your ideas?
How would you like a dart gun?
What?
A dart gun. A gun which will have non-lethal rounds which can put enemies to sleep.
Ah.
Hey, that's my idea.
You've read
Let
my
me
dream journal.
think on that.
You're stealing a patent.
But I will go to the bathroom.
Oh, good.
Again? The hell did you
I
look
didn't
Good luck,
for?
soldier.
I was checking on Gemmin.
How dare you?
Okay, down
Check on
there,
your
Doug.
wife? What do you think this is?
You doing okay down there, Gug?
Yes.
Walk it off, big guy.
I like walk with a limp now.
So I bought the alcohol and the drugs.
Alcohol doesn't do anything to me.
What about drugs?
No. Unless they're magical, I guess.
There might be. I don't know. Then ask.
Yeah, the only issue with the yeah, I don't see how Mama Sheen's thing worked on Pan, but we'll go with it.
Well, because Mama Machine is beyond magical. Mama Machine been the face of reality.
Much like Damien.
Exactly.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I was just trying to think, like, how would you like, mess with Pan? Like any of those like status effect ways, because it'd almost be more machinery based. Well, you have a brain still, don't you?
I do.
Like you have like inner part or two, just you're mostly machine.
Yeah.
So it's not like
she's mostly a combination of like machine, rotten flesh, and bone.
so it'd have to like almost be like it messes with the machinery in a weird way that like it messes with like how your blood flow works to then change.
Oh, the
your
machines
brain.
aren't. I mean, I don't think Pan has a blood flow. She's a very pale red.
Well, my blood flow doesn't flow either, but I still get
Oh,
which is bullshit.
I'm
Shouldn't-
also, I believe, I'm immune to poison. Yeah,
I can
just
be immune to
straight up.
poison.
Yeah.
Okay, so I just saw something that's really stupid. So on this thing, it's like somebody did a video that's like every Deadpool, and apparently they had an American one. I'm not looking at
You cut out.
the screenshot the comment.
Yeah, I could not hear whatever.
I'm
said.
fucking
about
leaving.
Deadpool?
No, I'm done. I'm ending the stream. All of you, because the stream picks it up. I know it because I can hear it back. It's just all of you fucks, and
I
to the
mean-
point where I think you're gaslighting me. It's not even real.
All right, guys, let's drop the act. Let's stop doing it
Thank
now.
you.
It's fun for a time.
So,
Did you check your input sensitivity on Discord?
Fuck you. Anyway, so it's apparently a video. Shut up, Primal. I didn't ask you. I don't cut out in the stream. You're just fucking with me. Maybe on his side because it's through Discord, but on my side it shouldn't, and it hasn't. I can see it. I can hear it. Anyway, doesn't matter. So, it's a video of countries as Deadpool. And apparently there's an American one in there. Even on your stream it does. Not for me. Unless magically my laptop just doesn't do it and yours and everything that you have does. Then wrong.
Isn't American Deadpool just Deadpool?
See, okay, that's the point. Is they go, oh, Deadpool is America. So one person, the first guy, says U.S. Deadpool is actual Deadpool. Try again.
I'm back.
Someone beneath that goes Deadpool. Shut the fuck. U.S. Deadpool is actual Deadpool. Try again. This one underneath that goes Deadpool is from Canada. And someone underneath that trying to make fun of the first guy goes, "Lol, I bet you think Wolverine is American too." And then the first guy says he is. See, people are trying to laugh at this guy for being an idiot because for Deadpool and Wolverine are not from America. But he's saying the characters are from America, which they both are. So it's like these guys are making fun of. They're trying to make fun of this dude for being right, which sounds very familiar. We already hit on that earlier, though.
I've
Who's
never once
Deadpool?
heard you be right. No, I'm kidding.
Oh my god.
Literally every time,
Are we all back, by the way? Everyone good?
apparently.
Yeah.
Sweet. Alright, you lovely bunch of idiots. Let's get back to the
Oh.
game.
Kill myself.
Oh.
Do that
Oh,
later.
can I
any other
help?
time. Alright. We are back. So, with everyone finally back and everything, and everyone getting on the boat, and getting some things set up, Pan eventually fixes the staircase, and Damien, you eventually make your way back down to the bottom of the boat. And actually, I think, because now we are kind of at the point of exploring the boat, I think we're going to finally show off the map of the boat. So here everyone
No, I thought we were
goes.
already out of the boat.
Now you
Oh
are.
yeah, we've already seen
Ooh.
this.
No, you haven't. This is new.
Oh, I already.
Have we?
No, I've seen this.
Did I show you this?
You showed it to me.
Oh,
You
I might
specifically
have.
showed me this.
Either way.
Wow.
So
Privileged.
basically, you'll be placing yourselves where you are at on here, as you so choose to do so. Damien,
But
I would
they-
imagine
I've
you
also
would be
changed-
on the bottom one, on the far right one. Sorry, because this is where like the kitchen is, and probably where your fishing stuff would be. Gug would probably also be down here, considering the mass amounts of shit everywhere for storing. Pan, you're exactly where you are, because you're repairing the ship. And Albatross, you are, I believe, just effectively just boarding the ship.
Yeah, I've also changed my mic settings, so hopefully this is slightly.
Immediately cuts out.
Immediately.
Yeah.
I'm actually,
It's all-
I'm actually gonna leave.
I
like,
think you
fuck
need
this.
to turn off the Discord thing, because I think Discord's fucking you up. I had this problem before.
What? But allegedly, Primal says it's happening in my stream.
It's doing it in the stream too.
So I don't know what the hell Primal's even
Whatever
on
you
about.
did, it's making it happen a little bit more often, actually.
Maybe
I did nothing. Well, I just switched it back to the original. So that probably cut it out.
But we're not.
I don't know. I can cut back to your. I can open your stream and see if it is happening, just for the fun of it.
I'm gonna say it's not happening for me.
Let me take a peek. We're going back to a minor and the fun of it mentioned.
I'm gonna say it's not happening. For...
Let me back up. So here everyone goes.
Whoa, whoa,
Holy
whoa,
shit.
Damien!
Either
Damien,
way.
slow down!
He's a fucking
So
speedster.
basically, you'll be placing yourselves. The kitchen is. Pan, you are.
This is slightly better. Jeez. Because how does this
Immediately
never
cuts out.
happen
Yeah.
except for only when I'm in open? Like,
Yeah, no, it's not happening on your stream, so it is just Discord.
yeah. So fuck Discord. I guess I'm gonna like
Uh,
just yonk up the sensitivity or yonk down the.
Yeah, or just I think if you do you have it like set where you can adjust it yourself, or do you have it set to automatic?
I think I have it set to a personal thing.
I would set it to automatic and see what that changes. See if that helps. I don't know if it will or not.
Oh, well. Okay, never mind. You don't need to. You can look at this. Fuck that one.
What? Boing, ding, ding,
Whoa,
ding, ding,
whoa,
ding, ding, ding,
whoa,
ding, 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 ding.
I'm getting sick.
What is happening?
Alright,
God,
this video.
where's he going? Oh my
Good lord.
god!
It's like the old DVD thing where you gotta wait for it to
Oh
get
yeah,
to
it hit the
close.
corner of the screen. That's
Yeah.
funny. I could totally
Or
actually
you
do that because I could
youngins
just
would
grab
know
it,
that.
How do you
the
do it?
DVD
Is it-
image and just plap it on as a
You
token.
think it's noise suppression? Like where do you?
It probably would be
Yeah.
noise suppression.
Yeah.
Now it's on normal.
Is there?
So
is there
maybe I take it. On.
no,
Does that sound off? Or
it's
gonna
still
sound
cutting
off?
out.
It's still cutting out.
Let me look up my own settings and see if we can kind of.
So there's literally nothing on here that should even.
Well,
like-
Damien, calm down, boy. Calm down, boat.
So you have input sensitivity set
That's
to toggled on, right?
Okay, where are you finding that? Which one?
That's
that?
in voice and video settings on Discord. It's like one of the top ones.
Yeah, I know.
You have that set on, right?
One of the top. Voice sensitivity settings. It's not at the top for me.
Okay, so it should be directly under input mode, where you see voice activity and push to talk. Directly under that, you'll see automatically determine input sensitivity. Or just the word input sensitivity. Do you?
Oh no, yeah, I have it on. I have it
Okay.
to automatically.
Okay, that's fine. Let's scroll down. Let me see. Noise
Yeah, and-
suppression.
Okay, on here, none of like at least so far it hasn't cut out at all. So I guess
I mean, it's
Who
been
knows?
skipping a little bit, but on noise suppression, do you have it crisp, standard, or none?
I have it on standard.
I would put it to none.
Okay, we'll see if that literally does anything.
Yeah. All right. Because those are like the settings that I have, and from what I recall, I don't generally have cutouts unless I go too high pitch.
Could just be as shit internet.
Why would hey genius? Why would that work for also the stream?
It's still doing it.
like the stream is also being ran by the internet, so wouldn't that go for both?
Nah.
I can still hear it skipping, which is wild.
Honestly, I think it's just here. Like this is the only thing I know what to do.
Oh,
Advanced
never
voice.
saw
he's
him
quit.
again.
Wait,
Oh, welcome back.
Part of me didn't want to come back.
I have a question. I don't think
Yeah,
you
what?
have. Primal asked this. Primal asked, "Do you have voice mod?"
No.
Okay, I was just making sure because I know the voice mod also does something like that too. Let me see. Do you have advanced voice activity on? Directly under crisp.
Yes.
If you read it, it says turn this off may help if your voice is not being detected. So having it on would probably.
Okay. There we go. I turn off automatic gain control too.
Yeah.
We'll just go walls to the walls.
I guess talk.
I mean, I'm just gonna have to keep talking and just see if it works.
So
Yes, I'm good
far
so
seems
far.
good.
Okay, well we'll keep that for a little while. If it does it again, I'm going to load an actual pistol that I have in my household and shoot myself on stream.
Load the
Mm,
flintlock you just got.
Yeah.
There you go.
There you go. But anyways,
Oh, I could own a flintlock.
now that everything is set up, and everyone is back into order, we'll do a minor time skip for the stairs to get repaired and everyone to kind of put things where they go to make themselves aware of the space that you guys are in. So quickly, on the top left, or not top left, well actually it's top left, but on the leftmost ships section, this little area up here is the ships. This is your quarters. This is where you guys will be sleeping. Obviously below it is the captain's quarters. This is where you guys were at before when you first met Crag. Obviously the middle boat is the general top of the ship. You will see the cannons, you'll see even some harpoon launchers on the top. Some crates kind of strewn about, and obviously at the bottom of the boat where you have the brig, the area for cooking, and even a little tiny kitchen table, stuff like that. It's your general storage compartment is where the brig is at. You will also notice by the by the cannons are little crates of cannonballs as well. He's somewhat organized.
I'll give you my cannonballs.
My boss. But with that little introduction of the ship underway, we pick up where everyone is kind of just making themselves known. And at this point, the sun is probably halfway through its process of setting.
So, I brought the alcohol.
What I was going to ask is, what do you do with those alcohols?
I don't really know where to put them, so, well, first, he places them down for a second, looks around, sees everyone, like, fucking about, doing their own things, grabs back out the flip, shrugs, throws it overboard into the ocean.
Boof.
Okay.
Just picked it up for no
Like
reason.
I said, well, no, he picked it up so that guy doesn't have it.
Yeah.
That guy who was a violent drunk is like now he no longer has a weapon to shoot somebody with.
I mean, I'm sure he'll just get another one, but
Probably.
I mean, I have no intention of using it, so like, I want to make sure it's removed from that situation.
Custom house spawns. Sorry, I got a question for from Primal real quick that I'm reading.
How
I
dare you?
I don't know. I've never tried. I could probably try, but I doubt it. Because that's my answer to your question, Primal. Anyways, so as everyone's kind of making themselves comfortable, and you are placing these boxes of rum and whiskey, I believe is what it was. Where were you placing them again? Or are you just kind of like dropping them on the ship?
No, I just put them down for a second, done that, and then I'll pick them back. But I guess I'm gonna go to the captain's quarters because I mean, I have no need for them.
As you get into the captain's quarters, you'll kind of see him over in this. Actually, no, it'd be more this side. You see him over in this corner of the room, kind of like pilfering through the shelf, looking very obviously looking for rum of his own, and he's kind of just like looking around. He says, "I gotta have one more bottle in here. Damn it,
Captain?
I guess."
Captain? I have brought you gifts.
Ooh, what's in the boxes?
You have to see for yourself. I place them down like right between us, like right there. Boom.
He looks, and you see him getting close to the box and kind of like, oh, I smell rum, and there's a different one in there. He looks at the one that you know has the whiskey, and he kind of like takes his hooked hand and he puts it into the crate and just pops it open. And then he looks in and he sees whiskey, and he's like, oh, this is the good stuff. You shouldn't have, but I like that shit, did. Alright. This puts you on high standings with me for sure. I'm gonna... He reaches down and picks up the boxes to the best of his ability, and he kind of waddles over to his desk, and you see him place them behind his chair.
I would like to be... I would like to be
just
first
realized
mate, but without
something.
the consultation of like weird gay sex.
I
That's
just-
apparently what happened, like a lot. His first mates not only like were basically second captains, but they were also like possibly gay lovers.
Good lord.
Okay, then.
Yeah, someone gave me a history lesson about that once, and I was like, please never again. So
That's
now
funny.
I've shared that terrible information to you.
Thank you for that. He walks back over to his desk after dropping off things, and he kind of looks around. Then he looks back up at you and he says, if you could do something for me, could you gather everyone in here? We have to have a discussion. Actually, better yet, no. Let's meet downstairs. I think I should have some food left on the stove. Wait, has it been cooking this whole time? Oh, I gotta go check something. And you see him dart off and into the darkness.
The boat
where
is
he
in
then-
flames. We cannot sail.
And Pan, you see him dart down the staircase. And Pan, I have to ask, have you repaired the staircase at all?
You said I have, so.
Okay, cool. I'm just making sure. Because, you know, sometimes I say things and people don't always want to agree with things I say. So I'm making sure.
Also,
people-
I,
You're usually wrong.
I want to
Yeah. Yep.
quickly rush down and go, guys, we forgot something. Weren't we supposed to stay tonight because Gug is going to transform?
Yeah, fuck it.
Tomorrow
you-
night.
as you're all saying this, you hear from Albatross. You don't hear him saying this because he's just darted past you. But Pan, Damon, and Gug all hear fuck as it comes down the stairs, and you see him run over to the stove, and he's looking at it. He's like, "Damn it! I've burnt the damn fish!" And you see him take this literally charred black fish off of the stove, and he's just looking at it so just sheepishly. Yeah, it's still edible, I'm sure. He walks over to the table and places it down on a plate, and he just gets a knife, and you see him trying to cut into it, and all you hear is just like the sound of crackling, as it's just turning into ash as he's cutting into it. Well, I hope you all brought food with you. My food just died. Again. Anyways,
Died.
He puts his knife into the table and he's yeah, I'm not the greatest cook. I generally just go to bars to eat and I'll steal some food. But anyways, wait, actually, this is wonderful. Everyone's here. Everyone over at the table, please. And he will sit at a table.
Speaking of bars, I had to fight the bar that we were just in. The town we were just in.
Oh, how was that?
Oh, pretty easy, really. There was two people arguing over a game of poker, and I just... they were getting roughhousing. Even one tried to shoot the other. Walked up behind him. Didn't even see me. Just
did he miss?
Out. He did miss into the floor.
What a lightweight. Anyways, so the reason I have you all gathered on the table is, as I had said prior, we need to get you all suited to your tasks ahead. We have, I believe, a day ready for sailing. So tomorrow, probably maybe the night, if we feel like it, we'll set sail. I still have some things to do in town myself, so I'll be doing that as well. But aside from that, with all that being said, I think it's time I give you all your jobs. Because we have quite a few days ahead of us together, and I think it would be very beneficial for the ship's maintenance if you all pitch in a bit. Aye?
Aye.
That was the plan, yeah.
Good. Now, for everyone else, I would like for you all to go to your player-based needs section in the folder thingamabob and go to needed information, where you will see ship anatomy and roles. We'll get to the fishing minigame in a bit. Okay. Once everyone has the folder, I guess I could just click this. Does everyone see the thingy?
No.
Yeah.
Okay. So, with this on thing, this is a brief description of, like, every role in a ship, and, like, what everyone can do and all that stuff. I actually had to look up a lot of this stuff so that we would be prepared for other such and things. But generally speaking, what we're going to be doing is assigning you guys, and a little bit to Crag, but he's going to not really be doing much, roles to do around the ship. Things that best suit who is the best at it. There are obviously the names of these things.
I feel like we have an obvious quartermaster. Just...
We'll see about that. He definitely likes you a lot more now since you brought him 3 things of fucking alcohol. But, with that being said, what we will be doing is, for the most part, looking at the skills that people are kind of best suited to handle around the ship. So, I will also be asking everyone what they would prefer to do right out the gate. So right now, I already know that Pan feels himself best to be a shipwright, right?
Yep.
So you would be working on repairs, hull, masts, and yards, and all that whole thing. There is a system for ship repairing that is currently a survival role, and that also, when in battle, can heal the ship when it is struck. And depending upon the role, can even increase the health more so. So, with that being said, I will ask actually, what is your survival skill?
Heal 3.
That plus 3 is really good. That's still fine. So, with that, you being the shipwright makes a lot of sense. I think we're good there. Also, something to note, because I'm pretty sure, do you still have the tinker spell or whatever? It's like that one that lets you like repair items. Mending. Do you have mending?
Yes.
That will work in place. It will
Cool.
mending in the sense because is mending a spell or is it a cantrip?
It's a cantrip. I can use it as much as I want.
Yes. With the cantrip of mending, it will allow you to basically do a just a free roll of health. But obviously, because it is a cantrip, it takes the turn to do so. So instead of rolling the save to see if you can repair the ship, you will just apply the health using the mending spell. You catch my drift?
Yeah.
That's how that would work. Damien, where do you feel yourself to be a cook, correct?
A cook and fisherman.
A cook and fisherman. That's fine.
Mainly.
So, let's see here. For the cooking, this will be a wisdom roll of DC 15. Now, I believe on your character sheet, you have your utensils set up, right? I believe I adjusted them to be the appropriate rolls for your cooking skills.
Yes.
Basically, what it's going to be doing is it's going to be rolling your wisdom plus your proficiency for cooking. And your goal would obviously, when you're cooking any meals, would to be get above 15. So if you want to do a test roll, you can. That's up to you. Fishing, however, really good fish right there, by the way. Fishing is a special situation. So I'm going to show this to players. And eventually it'll pop up on everyone's screen. So how this works, and I'll give you a general rundown so you don't have to read everything. This will count for the whole day, for at least your whole choice of fishing. What you'll be doing is you will be rolling a 5d6. Preferably you'll be doing one at a time because it kind of makes it feel a little bit more interactive. But you can just roll a full 5d6 if you so choose to do so. And your objective is to basically count up all the dice, and that number will be the fish that you get, whether it be saltwater or freshwater, depending on where we're at. Right now, this would be saltwater fish, obviously. The other thing is, if you get, say, a full house, which is 3 of a kind plus a pair, it will multiply the amount you get in total, which will give you higher chances of other fish. You can also get 4 of a kind, which will, again, multiply it by 3, giving you an even higher chance of getting better things. Or you can get a straight, which is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, since it is a d6. Times 4 multiplier, and then 5 of a kind times 5 multiplier. That's the best one you can get, and that will lead you to crazy amounts of good stuff. With that being said,
We've done it. We've put Gamba in D&D.
kind of. This will be a once a day thing. Some fish will give you more amounts than what you normally get, and some will be just really big, so you don't have to even worry about the amount that you get. But yeah, this basically counts as per day fishing. So that's how the fishing minigame works.
A trident of fish command.
There is another thing, actually.
I can become Aquaman.
So with fishing, if I recall correctly, if you have a tackle box or you are proficient, you will actually get bonuses to allow you to re-roll certain dice. I don't think you're proficient in fishing, but you do have a tackle box. So what that lets you do is, if I recall, let me see what it says. Yes.
How would you know if you're proficient in fishing?
There should be a fishing tackle skill.
I've never even heard of such a thing.
Never heard of that.
It is a skill in D&D. Fishing tackle, I believe. Or not a skill, it's a tool you can be proficient in. Kind of similar to how you're proficient with cooking tools.
Okay.
I don't think your character is proficient in that situation, but what this allows you to do is it'll basically give you a +1, and with your wisdom modifier, you'll add that onto it as well. And those are the amount of times you can re-roll fishing. Or a dice in the fishing. So let's say you get like 3 5s and a 1 and a 2. And you're looking for the pair option. So what you're going to do is you're going to take maybe the 1, so because you want the higher number, generally speaking. You can use one of the 3 options you would have to re-roll the dice. And then until you eventually either run out of dice, or run out of things to roll for that day, or until you get the dice you're looking for, which would then give you the multiplier. So that's kind of how fishing works. It's a whole system. I had to look it up, had to understand it myself. It's actually kind of fun. I did mess around with it myself, just testing wise, but that's generally how that works. So you are going to be fishing and cooking.
Let me gamble already, damn, please.
We'll get to more gamba if you guys also wish to fish.
Of course I wish to gamba.
With that being said, Gug, where do you see yourself on this?
In the kitchen eating all the food.
True.
That's very accurate.
He's the
I'm gonna
Luffy of our group.
During this conversation, I'm gonna be rubbing my nose and smelling the air, be like, "Ugh, it's foul in here," and then I'm gonna take probably the clean the decks, the swabby.
Okay. So you're gonna. I do recommend you all kind of write this down somewhere for yourselves, by the way, just so that I can also have help, because I will try to keep track of this myself. I'm not going to do it well. I'm going to make a handout for myself, actually. Peeps rolls. That way I kind of just have it for myself. But that aside, so let me just count or figure out what everyone's at. So Damien, if I can fucking type, you are a cook and fisher. All right. Pan, for now, you seem to be, if I recall, just the shipwright right now, right?
Yeah.
So we will be applying more jobs to everyone, but that will come when
I
it
haven't
is
gotten
required.
one yet.
We'll get to you. We'll get to you. Don't worry.
True.
Because no one cares.
I went through everyone else.
I haven't gotten to you yet.
But you literally lived through everyone else. I'm the only next person.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
not
just
done
writing
yet.
stuff down, and he's gonna get
Yeah,
to
right now I'm just writing, catching everyone up.
I'm gonna
getting
drive
everything
your house and touch you through your window.
set up. My window is shut.
What?
Thank you very much.
I'm gonna open your window.
He'll open it.
No.
He said that from experience.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I'm the one
so
that would open his window.
You guys
It
are
is
going
true.
to be
They
clean,
usually touch
correct?
me through my
That's the
window.
one you chose. Okay.
Huh?
With that, you said you were going to be doing cleaning, correct?
Yeah, Swabby.
Gotcha. Oh, you're. Oh, whoops! I'm fucking stupid. Sorry, Swabby.
That's right. Put
My
those,
bad.
put that gun to work.
All right. God, my fucking throat is dry.
I feel that.
All right. That sucks. Is I'm drinking water a lot, but it's still just dry.
Same.
All
No,
right.
when you start drinking water, you need to drink a lot of water.
Yeah. Albatross. Since you don't have a
Alright.
job yet chosen, I want you to look at the options and tell me what best suits your
I
character.
got you. So obviously, quartermaster number one.
Force of the captain's command.
Hails.
Oh, good
Yeah.
lord.
Just as a baseline, you know. So hailsman and lookout.
All right. You said helmsman.
I also do powder. I can also that's something I'm also proficient in.
You're gonna
Powder,
do
I can
Helpman
do
and
that.
Lookout?
Hey,
What?
You're gonna
No, I'm
Like,
I'm
the
I-
crow's nest?
no, my dark vision is double. So I'm just saying, like I can see everything that my eyes are clear. I'm
And
not like stupid weird humanoids like you. I am like beyond.
Well,
I've
the
gone
Lookout says observe
superhuman.
from the crow's nest. So if
Well,
you
that's if the
observe from the
captain-
crow's nest, you're gonna have to sprint
Yeah.
down to steer the ship.
But that's if
That's-
the
that's a good
captain is
point.
down there.
Well,
Literally,
okay,
if
so
the
something to
captain's
note,
doing the boat,
the captain
then
would
I'm
generally be
lookout.
steering. He would be the one who does a
Yeah,
lot
so
of the
I would be
steering.
lookout.
So you would be lookout. You would not be
If the
helmsman.
captain steps down, then I'll go be quartermaster. I'll be
Yeah.
my quartermaster. I'll step in for him if I have to.
Okay. So you are quartermaster with a question mark and lookout.
I'm helmsman and lookout. Helmsman and lookout.
Boy,
I can also
wait,
do powder monkey.
wait, but how are you
Powder
gonna
monkey, I can also-
steer the ship?
Because he's steering the ship, I'm just helping him navigate.
So you'd be
Which
a
is what Roger's
navigator
on
then.
Between that and lookout.
Not a helmsman.
Oh, I didn't see navigator.
It's right below it.
Well, there's a fucking lookout one across the water, doesn't it?
This is
They're
funny.
the same goddamn thing.
Not particularly. The navigator stays by the map and like
Why
things.
would a lookout not look out for the weather?
Because that's not what they do. They look out the maps. They make sure the course is set. The lookout is someone who looks
Yeah,
for
lookout-
cautionary things, such as approaching ships,
Yeah, I can
approaching
look-
icebergs.
Yeah, cautionary, like a big fucking storm on the horizon.
They also
Captain.
do weather lookout.
You
Which
just
you
know
do have
I'm
a
doing
roll for.
both. I can do both.
Well, I have
We
you
do
wrote down
both.
for both anyway, so it's fine.
Oh, okay, there we go. Unfortunately, Damien looks good for powder monkey too. I mean, like, okay, fine. What's powder? What's cleaning?
Powder
Well,
monkey
he's
Sleight
gun
of
is
powder
hand?
to cannons during
Clean,
battle. Battle.
yeah.
I just hate the
No, I
name
know
of
what
that.
it is.
Damn.
I'm saying the roll. I'm gonna fucking punch you through the screen. Roll. Thank you.
I'm
Hey.
confused.
Anyway, sleight of hand.
Well, I think Damien's better at sleight of hand
think
than
it-
you.
I mean, I get a +4, so I'm pretty good at it.
Damien?
I could also take on medic. I just don't think I'm probably the best at that.
Wait, did you say you have a
I don't have
+4 for sleight of hand?
I think you're probably higher simply because that's one of your proficiencies is sleight of hand.
Bah!
You're
I
saying?
thought it was like a 6. I didn't realize it was a
Didn't
9.
ask.
if you guys want,
All
Pan
right.
could be the medic.
Good lord.
No.
Yep.
But also Cody,
So,
the sailor and rope runner would probably fit Pan as well.
knows basic ship components, works and maintains rigging. That actually would make a lot of sense. Rope runner works and maintains rigging. So that would be, that still kind of works with a lot of the repairs and stuff as well.
Are
so
you-
yes.
Pan, are you
Yeah.
going
How many
to try
jobs
to
are we
give
technically
Marionette some task?
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't even think of that.
I hate to ask, but I have to know.
Okay,
That's
hang on.
funny. So let me do some real quick. So
So-
Damien.
So they assigned
is-
those.
It will be the
jobs.
medic.
God no. We're fucked. We're dead.
Trying to see which one. I guess the powder monkey would be the one that does the gunpowder cleaning. I don't remember which one I actually set for that. That does
That's
make the most
literally what it
sense to me.
said.
Runs gunpowder
Yeah,
to
it
cannons
says-
during battle.
Yeah,
But
if
that
you look
still
at
would make the most sense for
gunpowder
Damien.
drying,
So yeah.
It's the same thing at the bottom, isn't it?
I think it is. I probably should have put like a thing besides saying which one, like which, obviously role it fits the most. But yes, that does make the most sense. I'll just do that.
Okay, so
Where is that at?
what roles
Powder
are left?
Let me figure that out.
What? There's left?
Yeah, what
One
roles
game.
are left?
Okay, so as of right
Oh,
now,
Okay.
so we have a cook. Let me look at the roles. So we have cook, that's done. We have powder monkey, that's done. Shipwright, sailor, rope runner. We have swabby, quartermaster with a question mark, lookout,
No,
and
what?
navigator. So that leaves helmsman, which technically would be more of
Oh,
Craig's job, and
I
captain.
can.
So
Okay, wait,
captain
wait,
is
what
Craig,
is the thing for-
helmsman would be Craig. Supply maintenance, ship inspector for sales, rigging, deck. So boatswain needs to be done. So I'll mark
can-
that.
I could do gunman.
That. What gunman manages ship's cannons, guns, and ammunition.
Yeah, I can do that.
So that would be like aiming and stuff.
Yeah, that's all the deck
Yeah,
stuff, which I'm good at decks.
That would make
Are
sense.
you gonna do that
for
from the
Bible
crow's
stuff.
nest?
I could give the marionette the boatswain.
That
Oh,
is.
okay.
That's actually kind of funny.
Yeah.
How? Wait, does the marionette get your stats for like looking at things, or just have its own?
No, it has its own stats.
Okay.
I would
well,
figure it has its own.
With that, I have to ask, what's its investigation?
Oh. -3. Never
That,
mind.
no, that would be a bad idea.
Let him do
This
it.
log
Let him do
seems
it. I'm
good.
letting him.
So it snaps in half. Okay.
But it has
So
a +3 to perception.
that's funny. So boatswain, we need a medic. Though wait, I think Doug, you said you wanted to be medic, right?
I can do medic. I just don't know if I'm the best fitted for it.
Let's see then.
Anyone else do it?
Yeah. Let's
Medical
check
healing
who
is
would be best
medicine.
with
So
that.
who has the best medicine?
I have +1.
I have
I do.
nothing.
Nothing.
All right, I guess I am best.
All right. There
There
we
you
go.
go.
That works.
What are you?
New medicine man.
I am
Uh,
a +2 on it.
Yeah,
Not
I
a
know
great
I'm
medic.
doing medicine.
We do not have amazing
I'm
medics.
terrible
Wait,
medic.
what's Craig's?
Wait a minute. Wait, actually, I can heal through my wizard tree, but not through my bandages.
That is true. But I think we'll
So if
stick
we
with
really
Doug because
need
you
it,
have
we'll
a
have
fuck ton of
Albatross,
rolls right
because
now.
You're gonna be on the crow's next.
Yeah, you're gonna be on the crow's
Okay,
nest. You're gonna
so-
be running a lot of shit, aiming cannons. You have so much right now.
Oh yeah,
Well,
I'm very
I
acrobatic.
probably
I'm
need
fine.
more to take.
If
Because I'm only.
Hey
doing
guys,
3 things.
whatever you do, do not ask Craig to heal you or wrap your bandages. He has a -1.
Oh god.
also,
He will hurt you. Let me see
enough-
here.
funny enough, Pan would be really good for boatswain as she has a +5 to investigation.
Good lord.
Yeah, so
Okay, I will make you the boatswain.
okay.
Pretty observant when you say.
It also makes sense for Fan.
It
Honestly.
does, yes. She's the one who generally looks at that kind of stuff.
I did not realize how
I
high
think-
my investigation
I
was.
think that's everything. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Did
8,
Damien get anything else
10,
besides cook
11,
and
12. You're
Fishing?
a powder monkey. You run gunpowder.
Oh, I
cannons.
also want to fish.
So you're the one who basically
I wanna
loads
fish
the
'cause I need
cannons.
to gamba.
So yeah,
I
I'm
need-
mainly focusing on cooking. So I hope I can make some good stuff.
Well,
So, out of curiosity, who's the one who hoists the sails?
Rope
Okay,
runner?
cool. We're gonna just.
I think
cool.
it'd just be the captain.
There's a-
yeah, that's
Because
all. No.
funny
So
enough,
the sails, I believe that is the rope runner. I believe.
Oh,
Yes.
There's
Okay,
also
cool.
sailor, knows
that
basic
works.
ship.
Yeah.
That works
it's
It's
very
been a
well.
both.
That works very well because the marionette has a +5 to athletics.
Yeah.
I'll be right back. I need to take the dog to go potty.
Supply maintenance and ship inspections for sales.
How
Maintenance
dare
For
you.
you.
Shipwright repairs hull mast yards. Doesn't make any danger to yourself. Yes. So basically, the captain is the one who obviously is leading the ship, but he's also the helmsman. He's the one that steers the ship, so he generally knows how that's going to work. So I'll write that down for him as well. So I also know that Crag, he is captain and helmsman. He's also like technically a bunch of other stuff, but for now, for the sake of this is what we're going to be labeling everyone as. So, with that being said, I will actually, I guess just because I can, I don't really need to have this just for me. I will do this so everyone can see it, and I will make it a little bigger so it's more readable. Boom. There. Now everyone can see Peep's rolls. I should probably rename it to like ship rolls.
Why we can see people's rolls now?
There. Everyone's
see
ship
Peeps
rolls.
Oh, there it is.
It's at the top. I'm just gonna leave that one open.
Why do I
just there.
still have a quartermaster question mark?
Because now, so basically we've gone through and talked about this in character 100%. But now he's looking at it as like Crag, after like kind of pointing out and like seeing which everyone would be best at. He looks around. He says, "Now is the good part. Which one do you think would be best for me, quartermaster? A first mate, if you will. You're gonna help me around the ship, enforcing my commands and everything. Which best do you
as
think
the
would be for that?"
Well, as the pseudo leader of the crew, anyway, and the one who brought the alcohol and the drugs, I can only say that it'd be best that if me personally.
All right, you definitely do got a good standing for that. Anyone else got any arguments? Damien, how about you? Do you think you would be a good quartermaster, or do you think Albatross would be the one for that job?
Didn't he just leave?
Did he just leave?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, you're right.
He did.
Then let's phrase that he said that to you, Gug. He went to walk the dog. That's right, he did. My brain forgot that.
I guess Albatross would be good. He's really good at supplying drugs.
I'm very curious about that second statement, but all right. Pan.
I don't personally care what he does, but don't expect me to listen to his commands.
You're the quartermaster.
I'm sure that's not going to cause any issues. Anyways, so with all that being said, and with everyone kind of coming to an understanding of each other and the roles you'll be partaking in the ship, we will be set sailing tomorrow night. Needless to say. So, well,
Tomorrow, huh?
actually, yeah, tomorrow night. Unless
So-
anyone's got anything else to say about it.
I would like to, maybe tomorrow night. We might need to wait till the next one.
Why is that?
Well, I have, arrangements for, tomorrow night.
Didn't you just get here?
He's
How's
gonna
you
go
already make
berserk.
arrangements? What?
Shut the
He's going to go berserk.
Excuse me?
Yeah.
I have anger spells.
Shouldn't you be telling your therapist that?
He's like a woman. Happens once a month.
That is
Twice.
a wild
I'm back.
statement.
Twice. Whatever. Same difference.
Wait,
I'm
so
saying it's even worse.
I'm just confused. So you have random spurts of anger that happen once every so often that force you not to be on a ship?
We can like gang him off the
Yes.
side, probably, or something. Like,
I'm sorry, what is
I would
happening?
rather not.
Use him as bait for a big fish.
okay, definitely not that.
I don't think the ship could handle a bigger fish.
Well, speaking of bigger fish, I don't know how the science of his mass growing really works, but fantasy world.
I'm sorry, what?
How much weight? Doesn't matter.
You like
What
a...
the fuck was that? Pan, did you create something?
Sorry. That was one of my alarms going off.
Her head is
Why
just
did the man- why
jingling
did the
with
mannequin make
noise.
that noise?
Oh,
Oh.
that's
Alright.
them saying that they're getting hungry.
Restarting.
He's
It's just a Windows
rebooting.
sound effect.
That's funny. That's whenever she gets knocked out and then reawakens.
Do you just want to tell him? Do you just want to tell him, Cuckus? Do you want to tell him, Cuckus?
Yeah.
Or do you want to? Do you want to do it our
Trust
way? Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna be talking Orcish now. I'm not sure if he knows it. I haven't actually tested that. But,
Let
I mean,
me
you could
actually
try
real
to.
quick open up Crag's sheet real fast.
does he know Orcish?
I fear that telling him might actually to someone else tracking him down.
You're so
Hell, too
you're
much.
so sexy and smooth when you speak normally.
You see,
You're so nice.
What?
Pan,
Albatross, calm down. I know you got to captain real quick, but
Pan, you see Crag look over at you and kind of lean in. It's like, what the fuck are they saying?
He's a werewolf. He's a vampire.
Oh.
He's a ghost. I'm a zombie.
What the
what?
fuck?
Yeah.
Oh, that's what she meant in the letter. I thought she was just calling you all
Yes.
freaks. Like weirdos, lazy assholes or something. And you a furry.
Partially true.
Look,
What?
okay, listen.
Oh, that makes a lot more sense. I was too drunk when I read that letter.
Listen.
Aren't you always drunk?
Well, sometimes I get a little too drunk. And depressed. But we'll talk about that later. Or not.
My curse is literally unhideable unless I'm wearing a magical cloak.
Is that why
pretty
you're so
sure
ugly?
you would figure it out. Says the goblin.
I have you know, I'm quite a ladies' man. Almost every woman and man also knows of me in town.
Yeah. for
Whether
being
that may or may not be
horrible.
related is up to, well, them.
Yeah, and that's why you have an entire show about a guy who goes around hunting your kind.
Huh?
What show is that?
Goblin Slayer.
Goblin Slayer.
Oh, I've never heard of that one. I heard of Demon Slayer. I didn't realize he was a demon.
No, Goblin Slayer is like a literal. It's an actual anime. About
Yeah.
a
No,
guy.
I'm sure. I'm sure it is. I just never heard of it.
yeah.
It's all good. I only found out season 2 was released 2 years
Okay,
ago.
wait.
The other day.
So let me
Season
get
2
this
is way
straight.
worse than season 1, by the way.
Let me get this straight so I can understand
My
things.
medicine roll was 69.
What?
My medicine roll was 69.
Oh, yes, it kind of is, yeah.
Nice.
So let me get this straight. He points at Albatross. You're a werewolf, and he points at Damien. You're a vampire, and he points at Gug. You're a zombie, and he points at Pan, and you're a freak. I get that
Well,
right.
That one's true.
That last one's true.
Mary,
You're just
that's
getting roasted
gonna
from every
come behind you.
side today.
Hey, no. All right, I see I got it wrong. I said I got it wrong.
Yes, sir.
Zombie points at Pan. Looks at Albatross. Ghost?
The red eyes really scream ghost, don't they? Also, I'm brown.
I'm not.
I like brown.
I'm green.
Is it because I'm black?
Is
No.
he colorblind?
Maybe.
he looks at you and says, "No, I'm just drunk. Either way, so I'm gonna guess with your snappy attitude, you're the vampire, looks at Damien. I'm gonna assume you're not a werewolf, because that would be adorable and also terrifying. You're a ghost. And looks at Gug.
I mean,
You
am
must
very
be the
slightly
werewolf.
see-through.
What? He stares at you.
That I'm slightly
He's not
see-through.
slightly transparent. He is transparent.
He sees through. He looks at you. Sorry, and he kind of stares for a moment. Hold on, and he like grabs one of his empty bottles and sets it behind you, and then walks back around and looks at you. Ah, I can't see my bottle through you. Man, I must be super drunk not to have noticed that before. Either way, so Big Boy here is a werewolf, and his
Yes.
monthly rages is him transforming, I'm guessing.
Forcefully by the moon.
Yes.
So tomorrow night is his night, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Yes.
What about the night
Every
that
full moon.
happens when we're on the ship?
You see, that's the interesting part. We didn't plan that far ahead.
He
I
looks.
have a drink navel.
He looks
Actually, no,
behind
I
him,
did-
and you see him looking at the brig. I have a brig, but I don't know if it'll hold him. If he's. Oh,
I actually-
this guy's
I
pretty
actually-
big
I
already.
lied. I partially lied for the funny, but I did have some sort of a plan. I see here, and he took the bag from the medicine shop. We went and got some horse tranquilizer, hoping to God that it would keep him down
Ah,
for the whole night.
well, I'm sure that's gonna work. Looks at the screen.
Oh, shadow.
But, well, I guess if that seems to be it then, and I think I've come to an understanding, and hope I don't forget this in the morning. Well,
Looks at the camera.
what? You all have anything left to do for tonight?
I got one more thing.
What was that?
If I had a nickel for every time I was black today, I would have 2 nickels, which isn't a lot, but it's weird that happened twice.
Well, now I'm just confused, because aren't you, like, normally black the whole day? Like, it doesn't change. Do you suddenly become, like, white or something?
No, don't. You
You
don't
like a
worry
weird
about it. It
werewolf?
was-
You're a were-white person.
No, that was my inner monologue speaking.
Oh, I
You're a
probably shouldn't be in
werewolf
here
too?
then. And you hear, like, footsteps in your head walking out and shutting a door.
Is this the new
Decent
number?
plan.
No. Stop that. Let him die. Let him rest in
Yeah.
peace. But, anyways, Craig acknowledges everyone's statements. He's like, all right, well, with everyone kind of figuring out where they're going to go, you don't have to do much right now, except for you, and he points at Pan. I see you seem to enjoy repairing the ship, so I'll let you do whatever the fuck you want. But everyone else, I guess just enjoy your stay upon the crusty bucket. And I'm
That the
gonna...
name of this?
What?
That the name of this?
Aye, she's a beaut, isn't she?
Did you just mix Krusty Krab and the chum bucket together?
No,
Hey,
Actually, no,
I'm
I
the only
didn't.
one who's sane enough
but I did
to
think
make
I did accidentally, like, the first time I wrote it, spelt like the Krusty Krab. I spelled it with a K, and I was like, no, that's SpongeBob. No, can't do that.
This is your own inner monologue talking. It's still Scottish.
Yeah,
Yeah, his inner
time.
monologue is definitely
It's
Scottish.
it's always that. Well, either way, I am gonna go hit the hay to get an early rise in the morning. You all go do what you want for the rest of the day, and then tomorrow, I guess we'll see what happens with Big Dog Boy. I'm gonna.
Gamba.
I will go bed. And you see him
Gamba.
walk back up.
Wait,
Oh, wait, hold on, I forgot something. You see him.
You have a spare fishing rod. I need it.
Oh, well, I mean, I have mine, but I don't think you'll find it very, handy.
I think Pan could help fix it up.
Aha! We'll see about that. Hold on, then. And you see him walk upstairs. And within, like, 5 minutes, you eventually see him come back down. And what you see is not a fishing rod. You see him holding a crate of dynamite.
Uh,
Oh,
explosion fish.
Aye, it's something me mum taught me way back when.
I like it.
It saves a
My
lot
mother
of
taught me
time.
how to hunt deer. My mother
What?
taught me to hunt in the forest.
The only issue with doing this type of fishing is you gotta wait till all the stuff has calmed down. So it's only good during a very calm day. Which unfortunately, as you feel the boats kind of start to rock, seems like that time has run out. Oh, also I have this. And he reaches in his pocket and he pulls out probably the smallest fishing rod you've ever seen.
Yes.
Hang on.
Gamba!
Hang on. I got something for this.
Oh dear.
Pan's gonna just pull out a weird device. Like, it looks like a gun.
Damn, too bad we didn't keep that ring.
She's gonna...
Tiny fishing rod.
Hold on. Pan's gonna pull out a weird device, which looked kind of like a gun. And it's gonna fire off a ray of enlargement to enlarge
Oh
the
my
item.
goodness. Wait.
Yes! Gamba!
Okay. So hold on.
Yes.
It says concentration up to a minute. That means this form lasts for a minute. However, I like the rule of cool.
Yes.
For this moment, we will allow the fishing rod to remain a normal average size. Because I do think it's funny. And you are spending a spell slot to use this.
Yes, I am.
I think a second level spell slot at that.
Yes. I mean, I'm gonna get
yes.
it right back anyways. Honestly. Yeah.
But you do this. This fishing rod that once is small grows. And by the way, this is not, like, it looks worse than Damien's fishing rod, by the way. It's not a good fishing rod.
I don't give a fuck.
But-
I just get the gamba.
Alright, with
spent
that...
big money
I'm
on
gonna
this.
cast mending on it.
Yes.
that doesn't change much. It's
now
just a
Minecraft
cheapo
fishing
rod.
rod.
Something like that. But either way, he
Well, this
eventually...
is my rod.
You see him head over to the table, and he grabs that ashy, like, broken fish, and he says, I'm still gonna eat this. And he walks back upstairs to where he goes to his cabin once again. You all... Oops, I did not mean to do that. You all are now allowed to do whatever you want for the remaining of this day, and I assume 2 of you are fishing.
Gamba.
Yes.
All right. Before you
before
two
that.
fish, Pan and Gug, we're gonna figure out what you guys want because the fishing's gonna be a whole thing.
Yeah.
Damien, Albatross, go set yourselves up on the other side of the boat. Figure where you guys want to stand. Pan, what are you doing?
I wanted to say something before they left.
Oh, well, what is it?
No, we're still there. Magically, I just moved him.
Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah. She just looks at you and she's like, I'm sorry for outing you. However, I would be a hypocrite for getting mad at Albatross and Gug for not revealing the situation to us. So, therefore, I felt it necessary that I must
Mind
inform
you-
him.
Mind you, Gug was trying not to tell him, which means it's Gug's decision to tell people.
Again, I would be a hypocrite if I didn't.
It's
Yes,
not yours to
but we're traveling.
tell.
We're traveling for 2 weeks with him, not an eternity. You've pulled him into something greater than he needs to be in.
Oh, please, he's just a weird goblin. Just
He ends
our
up just
mere,
you on your.
just our mere interaction with
That was
him.
like weirdly sophisticated for Gug. Like, what the fuck?
Because he's speaking Orcish.
Yeah.
Just the mere act of us being in his vicinity puts a target on his back. Him knowing our secrets does not change him.
That's how you feel.
Definitely.
And I guess with that, she's just gonna leave.
Yeah.
Well, just awkwardly. I don't know what to say to that, so I'm just gonna go.
Where are you going, Pan?
She's just gonna go up onto the crow's nest, just to
Okay.
look out.
Hey,
So
that's my
observe.
job.
Well, she's not looking out.
Gug.
She's just looking out.
What
you
are
know.
you
Yes.
doing?
I know.
I'm going to, like-
Good lord.
I'm gonna like watch them fish, except I'm gonna be like
Yeah.
weirdly close to Damien.
What?
What? the
Like
fuck?
it's Titanic, you like have like your big hands around his hips or something. What's going on?
So what I'm gonna be doing is I'm gonna be like hovering over him where he stands and like smelling at him.
Good lord.
What?
You haven't made it any less weird.
Gug?
No, I've explained everything. What do you mean?
Sorry, you smell extra ethereal today.
That's extra ethereal.
Oh, I get it now. I know what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm included something.
That's a smell?
Oh, is he like one of his new
Apparently.
things? Is he getting like a special sense?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, you'll see that out eventually.
Alright.
With that, I guess interaction gone. Let's begin the gamba. I want my two boys to roll me 5d6s.
You want to go first?
How do I do that roll again?
/r space 5d6.
You can just go onto the dice
R.
roller.
Or
Like
just
that.
press
One.
that like 6 times.
Or 5d6?
Yes.
Yeah.
I like this better because it rolls it out like that.
Whoa.
That's a straight!
That's a
That's
straight!
straight.
5.
Oh!
Straight. It's a low straight.
It's a
but
times
straight on the-
4. It is a low straight. It's a lower straight, but so it's a 15. I love that it does that for me. Let me pull out calculator. 15 times 4.
15
Here we
times
go.
4. 60.
60. All right. So, Damien, you are
Basic
fishing.
math.
Well, actually, hold on. Before I do
Yeah.
this, real quick, do you want to stick with the 15, or do you want to try? Because you have, I believe, what's your wisdom modifier?
My wisdom modifier is like 1. Yeah,
Okay.
it's 1.
So you technically have 2 with
Basically,
the
you can
tackle
reroll.
box. You can reroll at least twice. Do you want to reroll, or you want to stick with that? Or, like, do you want to reroll
I was
the?
thinking with the straight.
Well, no, I was going to ask you. Do you
Yeah,
want to
that's pretty
reroll
good.
the 1 to try and get a 6, so that way you get a little higher, or just stick with what you got?
Yeah,
Stick with the 1.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah, stick with the 1.
that's base.
With that, you got a
Lightning
60,
eel. Lightning
which
eel.
puts you at a lightning eel. Oh
Lightning
god, you
eel.
got one of the big ones.
Yeah.
So you're sitting there reeling, and as you're like pulling in, you suddenly feel a massive tug on your character. You start to reel it in, and when you pull out, you manage to find. And I'm going to actually Google something real quick.
He never pulls out.
That's funny.
He pulls out an AK-47.
Yes, exactly.
Nice.
Okay. So you are in there, and you're reeling, and when you
Gloss of
pull it
bruise.
out, you pull out a 16-foot eel, a massive beast of electrically charged energy. You see this thing glowing with blue light, reflecting all throughout its insides. Its eyes are perma glowing, and its mouth is shocking with this electricity, as it is chewing down on the bait you had upon your rod as you pull it out of the water. And you just hear aggressively
edible?
as it's just shocking.
Oh, shit.
Do you need a hand, Damien?
I don't think it can shock me. Can it shock me?
Do we want to find out?
No.
I definitely like. I have like a bit more assistance to me for anything like
resistance.
lightning based.
I'm pretty sure
So-
you do, actually. Yeah.
I do. I just looked it
Is
up.
this edible?
Nice.
We'll make it.
Okay. Oh, damn.
Anything's edible if you try hard enough.
So,
Does this
God.
have blood? That's like the main thing I'm worried about. Is
So let me
trying to
explain
sustain
something.
Albatross.
with these special ones at the bottom, the Dorado, the octopus, swordfish, stuff like this, they have special attributes to not only cooking, but to harvesting. It will still be the same roll, but basically, if like the higher you get of the roll, you have a chance of not only just getting food, but also attributes from them, such
Oh my
as
God.
with this, you can get some form of leather that is electrically charged. Or maybe something that gives you a bit of resistance, if you catch my drift.
Oh.
I would like to point out that that a 100 through 124 is a man of war.
Yep.
Literally immortal being you could pull out of the ocean.
Yep. Really high fucking rolls.
Damien, if you don't hit that before the end of this, I'm gonna be sad.
I'm gonna be sad
Gamba,
too.
Gamba, Gamba.
but-
Is it my turn?
Well, yes, it is. It is your turn. Also, by the way, this is once a day. You'll be rolling this because you can get obviously a lot more than that. But yes, Albatross, roll me your 5d6s. All right. Let's see.
Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1, 3. So what is your wisdom?
Mostly straight.
You only have your wisdom to
My wisdom is
reroll.
0, but I have 3. Because I have proficiency bonus of 3.
This would only be the modifier. It doesn't require. It doesn't consider the proficiency bonus. The proficiency bonus is only if you're proficient in fishing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So if you don't have anything on wisdom, then you don't get a reroll. So you would get your 13, which lands you junk. All right, this is funny.
Yay.
Roll a d8. Roll a d8. You
Seaweed!
you feel that
We
something
need
is
that.
on your rod, and you start to reel it up, seeing Damien wrestle this eel of massive proportions. And you feel this thing has some weight to it, and as you pull up excitedly, you hear the bwah, 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 as you pull out a massive seaweed.
Massive seaweed, you can eat that.
I mean, yes, seaweed is edible if you dry it up.
Does my
Edible.
robot get the chance to do fishing as well?
If it has a fishing rod.
I mean, Damien and Albatross could just give both of us one.
That is true.
No, it's mine.
But
You
technically,
get to ask for it.
Gug, would you like to
Well, I'm
give
the
it a shot?
first mate. Watermaster.
Good lord.
No.
Okay.
Well, you should, guys. It's pretty fun. You have high wisdom. You do it.
Are we actually allowed to pass off rods and like cycle
Yes.
through?
I will allow that. Because each player can do this at least once a day.
Okay,
At
I'll
least
give it a
for
shot.
one today.
Or sorry, just once a day.
Well,
Everybody can do it
why
once a
did
day.
you use the shitty rod then? You could have used the one I have.
I mean, okay, so
Hey,
just so you know,
they're
the
the
rod-
exact same stats.
yeah, they have the same stats. It's just a descriptor of them that's different, really. Unless you get an expensive rod, then I will add an actual massive buff to them. But you two basically both have just an average rods.
If I knew that, I would have actually spent the full amount of money I had.
Yeah, you should have been told. You should have asked that. Nerd.
Okay, but either way, with that being
Well,
said,
I thought getting a medium rod would give some type of stat boost, but I guess
I mean,
not.
it does.
Yeah.
It gives you average rolls. If you had gotten a worse rod, you know, you would have been down a few re-rolls. Either way, with that being said, Gug, are you going to fish?
Yeah,
All right.
pass it off.
Roll
Let me get a turn.
Roll
Hey,
me.
You want me to do
Oh,
it
God,
by one?
guys.
5d6.
Do you want me to go 5 or 1 by 1, or do you want me to roll all 5? at
That's up
once?
to you. If you want to do it one by one, that's fine. If you want to do it all at the same time, that's also fine.
6.
Oh, good lord. 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. And
You're missing
18.
3.
How much? What's your wisdom modifier?
I think it's 3.
Three, right?
So you get
Yeah.
if it's 3, you get 3 re-rolls. So you can re-roll
Two.
one of these
I have
dice.
2.
You have 2? Okay, so you get 2 re-rolls.
You can reroll
Okay.
the one twice to make sure you check it 3 in the high straight.
That is true.
Right, I guess I'll
the
re-roll
one
the
or the 6, it doesn't matter. But yeah,
Okay.
the one would be
That's true.
better.
Got it.
The 6 is the high straight. You want the high straight.
Can I roll the 1 and see what I get, and then roll the second, or is it rolled
Yeah.
both now?
Well, I mean, okay, so you can re-roll one at a time, whichever you want. Or re-roll one multiple times.
All right, I'm gonna re-roll the 1 first.
All right?
4.
Ooh,
good.
close.
That's not bad.
Okay. Okay.
Do you want to
That would
re-roll
leave you
again?
with a
Risk it for
21,
3.
which would get you sardines right now.
Which audience is it bad?
If I risk it for 3, I could still get a straight here, right? So,
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
do I do that, or do I go for the 2? What do you guys think?
Well, I guess the 2 would try to get you a full, even not even a full house, just a pair.
Well, you already have a
Try to
4
get
in the
anything?
line,
That's what I'm saying. You'd get a.
so
Yeah.
you just
So
be
you're
ready to
saying you said
re-roll
if you
the-
reroll
I
the
just
2.
want to say that if you get a 3 or lower, you also get junk.
Huh.
Well, if you get to 3,
I'm gonna
you get
re-roll the
straight.
4.
Damn. But that's a pair.
enough.
Does one pair do anything? Probably not.
Nope.
No.
You have to have
Okay.
3 pairs and no, you have to 3 pairs and then sorry, no, not a pair, 5.
Three
of a kind and
of
a
a
pair.
kind should count for something, honestly.
That's what a full house is. I was the pairs do anything, and you didn't answer.
I was trying to say the pairs alone do not, but when you have a 3 of a kind plus a pair, that does.
That's a
So if
full
you-
house. Yes.
Yes. With that being said, so
I am a gambler man.
so
I know
what?
these things.
So you got junk, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So roll
I do
me
so.
a d8.
Yes.
You.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. So you pull as you are fishing. You kind of reel the rod back, and eventually, from the water, you pull out a crab trap. It is broken, but you do see a crab inside that does not look very good, very ill-healthed.
Ooh.
Oh, it can't be a normal crab. Poor
Nope.
crab.
Okay, how
Wait,
broke
wait.
is this crab trap?
He
Could we
is
repurpose it?
missing. He is missing a claw, and some of his legs
I mean,
are
the
like.
Wait,
trap.
wait.
Oh, the
Crabs
trap?
can grow their legs back.
Yes. The trap itself is not in good condition. It's basically almost split in half.
Okay, cool.
I can heal
I
the
didn't
crab.
catch
You
anything.
could heal the
I'm gonna,
crab.
like, say to Damien while-
Wait, are you
I
healing
can
the
heal
crab?
The crab. Fuck it. I'm gonna heal the crab.
I'm gone. This
Come
is gonna
here,
be some dark
crab.
shit where you heal it then eat it. As you do, the wound. Well,
He grows back his hand faster.
I actually don't think that would do that because it is merely a situation of closing a wound. It wouldn't grow an entire arm back.
Well, no, but crabs naturally grow back their arms, so I'll just enhance that to happen.
I will allow it.
Are we
because it does
getting a
force
science
that.
lesson? We're gonna look up if crabs do that? Cause
No, I know they do that. I
They
also know that
do?
starfish do that and shit like that too. But
Now
my
he's
thing is,
debating whether to imply the rule of cool or not.
yes, basically,
Throw
would it make
over a
sense
crab.
in the game world logic? I think because it is just a measly crab, I will allow it.
I'm
Yes.
gonna name him Benjamin.
This crab,
He's
it's,
like
you
crab.
see its arm accelerate in growth, and it is a pretty big claw compared to its actual body.
Nice.
This crab, like the crab traps are pretty big, and this is about like a foot sized crab. It's pretty big.
It's a fair sized crab, yeah.
Yeah, its shell was cracked,
Still incredible.
and it did have a lot of shit on it. It still does have some barnacles on it, but the shell itself has seemingly mended over, and the barnacles unfortunately still remain atop its crust.
Benjamin's added to the crew. Give him a job.
With that, Pan, do you wish to fish?
Sure.
From the crow's nest.
After seeing the
3,000 foot
giant,
long.
after seeing the giant eel, she makes her way down and over to you guys.
Benjamin.
I like to imagine like Damien's just kind of like wrestling with this thing while everyone else is just kind of having fun fishing.
Do you need help, Damien?
Electrocuting him, he's weak to electricity.
Why won't it die already? Suffocate! Damn it!
You just see it wiggling and screeching around.
He's just slowly,
Suffocate,
Damon's
damn
just
it.
slowly dying.
You're like slowly drowning it. Oh my god.
Something very out of character for Damien to say.
I'm curious.
Suffocate! Damn it!
This is our equivalent of the beach episode.
Exactly. I
The
need to
Gamba
get
episode.
yeah, the Gamba episode. Well, hopefully it's not the last. God, I would love a Gamba episode.
I do also love a good Gamba.
Okay, but anyways,
We
So-
we need to get what are those called? The fucking little shorts that dudes wear, like usually old men wear at beaches.
khakis?
Speedos?
Speedos. We need to get Speedos.
Oh my
Speedos.
god.
Beach
Anyways.
Like a fucking
episode.
Speedo.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
Pan walks down from the crow's nest after chilling a while and joins everyone into the crew. And Damon, you are still wrestling this thing. Somehow it is still alive, but it is a massive eel, so
Fucking
it's
damn
understandable.
it!
Eventually, what I'll say is also, eventually, Crag decides to join seeing everyone fishing, and he sees that eel, and he's like, holy moly! Oh, bring it here! And he goes downstairs to help you with the eel while everyone else is dealing with everything else. And we'll get to the eel situation in a bit. Pan, you are now next to Gug and Albatross, and you need a fishing rod. So I wonder who you're gonna ask for a fishing rod.
Doug, I would like to partake in the fishing. Would you mind lending me your rod? Or
I'm gonna like extend
Chinese.
it to her, but like really like slowly be like, it's Damien's. Please don't try to break this.
Oh, I thought you took
please.
mine.
even if I
Oh.
broke it, I could repair it in an instant.
And with
Yeah.
that,
And then
Please don't break it.
5d6.
gosh,
Nat 0. All across
That
the
would be
board.
funny.
Oh, that'd be
Oh
10,
my-
6 of.
Whoa!
You have to reroll the 2 if
Whoa.
you have any wisdom.
How
How much
much
wisdom do you have?
You have no
Do you
wisdom?
have
Oh.
no wisdom?
I have no.
That's still
Okay.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Actually,
Hold
it's
on.
not. It's only 14.
Yeah.
No,
I
it's
don't-
4 of a kind. You get times 3.
Oh, okay. You're good. So, what? Shit! Damn it!
42.
Give me a moment.
What?
I accidentally clicked one of my tabs on the top. I need to frickin' do stuff whenever I'm doing this. Alright,
42.
Yeah,
42.
42.
we're looking at 42, is that right?
Yep.
Let me pull up the sheet real fast.
Yeah,
Ship
sure.
anatomy. There. Nope, that's the wrong one. It's fishing minigame. Alright, 42.
Pufferfish.
A butterfish. This actually is kind of perfect for them. So roll me a 1d4.
Slash 1d4. Oh, that's not what I want for. That's a 3.
Okay. So when
I
you
actually
are
rolled
while
a
you are
That's a
fishing,
1d3.
oh, that's a 1d3. Yep, you gotta reroll.
It's a 3.
Hey, that works.
Yay!
So you cast
die,
your
don't
rod
lie.
into the waters and you wait for a little while, and eventually, after a few times of waiting, you catch something on the rod. You start to reel it in, and you feel some like 2 other tugs on the same spot. And when you pull it up, attached to the hook and attached to other parts of the other fish are 3 pufferfish, all interchained between the hook itself.
How the fuck?
It's a family.
And yes, these are the poisonous ones.
Ooh.
What I love is he goes, "What the fuck?" As if you can't get 2 d6s of artichokes. Artichoke? What the
No,
fuck?
I'm more
brain-
what the fuck. How are 3 attached to a single fishing rod?
Anchovies. That's what I'm saying. You can get 2 d6s of anchovies, meaning you can get up to 12 anchovies on one fishing rod.
Normally,
Don't
it's
ask
like
questions.
normally it's like over the time of the day, right? But these pufferfish are not that big, and I like the idea that they just like stuck to each other on accident because of the freak out. Like the one got hooked on the hook, he freaked out, he puffed up next to the ones that were next to him and just stuck them all, so now they're all just interlocked. But basically, you pull this weird hooked up pufferfish pile, and yes, that is what you have.
Pen just looks at him and goes, I bet I could make some nice poisons out of these.
And that
and-
you probably could.
I guess I just pocket them. Like, I
Pocket them.
mean,
well,
I'm immune to poison, so
yeah.
it's not like getting stung by them is going to do anything to me.
Yeah. But yes,
I'm
you-
going to
you-
hand a rod to Marionette.
That's funny. There you go. Yeah, there's a great idea. Wait, you're gonna have marionette fish?
Yes.
Yep, you already said they can.
Yep.
Gamba,
guess.
gamba,
All right.
gamba.
Damn,
Roll me the.
Hang on. Hang on. It'll
Wild.
be
Don't
really
even wisdom
I don't
Wait,
think
wait.
food is going to be an issue.
Wait, you know
Oh,
They have a
what?
wisdom
Hold on.
modifier of -1.
They do, so they don't get rerolls. But hold on. You know what? Let's make this one special. I will roll in person. I have exactly 5 white. Actually, no. You know what? I have
but I wanna-
4.
I
Hold
can't
on.
see that. We can't react to it in the
I
moment.
could give you the
Yeah.
things, but listen. I
No,
have
I wanna-
4.
I want to
It's
roll
fun.
for my robot.
Oh, but I wanted to roll 2.
You can roll for Pirate Man.
And he's a bit busy right now. And we'll
Yeah,
get to
well-
that in a bit. All right, go roll. Just gonna roll the
Gamba,
little dice I have.
gamba, gamba.
Oh my god.
Whoa.
Okay,
Okay,
that's
so I
that's
see a
2
pair.
pairs.
Isn't
You
it
can't reroll
literally the
the 4,
exact
so you
same
just get
thing?
14. No, it's not the same thing. That's just a straight 14. You get junk.
Yeah, you get
What?
junk.
What do you mean?
and-
There's 2 pairs there. A 3 and a 3
Yeah,
and a
2
3.
pairs
Yeah.
is the one that you can get. It's
No.
full house that
There's
you can
nothing
get.
for 2 pair.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you
get
need
2 pair.
3 of a kind and a pair, or 4 of a kind.
Yeah, if you reroll the 4 and get a 2 or a
Oh.
3, you would have gotten a full house.
Yeah, but
I
you do not
see.
have
Okay.
any means of that. Okay, with that being said, though, you, I believe, roll on the junk table, which is a D8.
Ooh, an 8's pretty good.
That's 1. Okay.
So roll us a 1D8. And let's see what you get.
5.
You pull out a boot. It is filled with like little bits of seaweed and very slimy leatheriness.
Dude,
Is it a right foot or a left foot?
It is a left foot.
that's gonna look so sweet if you get the other one.
The robot's gonna like do a little ballerina spin back to Doug and hand him the rod.
Oh.
Thank you, Mary.
Oh, it has shoes now, or shoe now.
Oh, she has shoes. He's wearing shoes. They're like ballerina shoes.
Yeah, the little ballerina thing.
Oh, just flats. Oh, great.
I do like the idea of it just putting on the boot for some reason. I do think that's funny. But anyways, that
Just the one
happens.
boot walking awkwardly.
I'm going to roll over to Damon and Craig real quick here. So, while all that was happening, you guys bring it over. He kind of like cleans off the table, and you see him kind of like look over at the this little spun. You see him grab a giant butcher knife, and he's like, "Oh, wait, hold on!" And he puts it back on the table, and you see him reach under and grab this giant leather glove, and then he grabs the knife again. He's like, "All right, so place it on the table, just lay it down." And whenever I get the chance, I'm gonna swing.
Oh God, this is slimy.
Just drop the
You
rod.
have claws.
And the
I'm
moment like,
trying. It won't fucking stay still.
well, fine then. Hold it up, and I'll just swing at it.
Oh God, no. That's even worse.
We'll do something. I'm just sitting here.
It's on the table. Go. Get.
Yeah, poof. And you see him just swing at it.
Pufferfish.
And to make things worse, he hits, but then you see it still wiggling, and he's like, "Ah, this thing is still alive!" And you see his head is now completely severed, and it's sitting off to the side, and he's just kind of sitting there like breathing, and the tail is wiggling, and then it slows down, and he's just like, "Yeah, damn, that thing is wild."
Do you have anything to collect the blood of this thing?
We
We have a vampire. We need the blood.
He takes off his leather glove and he hands it to you. Eh?
We should have thought about this.
I mean, I don't really carry around like bags of that kind of sort. I mean,
Or do you not have like any jars or anything?
you know what? Hold that thought. And you'll see him like run over to one of the crates on like the other side of the room, and he'll like
Fine
crack
losing
open
a
and
little
start...
bit of blood if it means not putting it in a leather glove.
You see him like pilfering
That's a
through, and then he pulls out like a few mason jars. He's like, I got some, all right. And he waddles back over, trying not to break any as he manages his way back over to you. All right, here. I don't know what you're planning on doing with any of these.
I don't know either yet, but we gotta have it.
Alrighty then. Why?
I just told you. We have a vampire.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
What? I zoned out there for a second.
Don't worry, he did too. He looks. He's like, all right. All right. Well, anyway, so here's what we're gonna do. We need you to roll a wisdom plus. So basically, you roll your utensils thing. Your cooking utensils,
All right.
and you got just above. It's not amazing, but it definitely allows you to easily enough drain like a good chunk of the blood into the jars, while also maintaining some of the freshness of the meat itself. After the
Aren't
blood
there
has
just
been,
like tons of empty alcohol bottles laying around?
there are. He didn't think about it though. He's a man of his own collection. You guys squeeze out most of the blood, and then quickly go to work on preparing the eel itself. Easily enough, you do notice that Crag, seeing all this, just kind of backs away and sneaks back off into his room, because he is not a cook, having seen what he had done to the prior thing. He runs off, letting you deal with the cooking part, because he does not care enough to stay by. But you get to quick work on this eel, and you manage to de-skin this thing, or descale it or whatever, because I don't think eels have scales, but you manage to remove the skin, and you manage to get what form of meat you can. Unfortunately, you did not roll high enough to collect a bit of the actual bonuses to this thing, but you do get a fuck ton of food from this eel.
Well, that was the original plan anyway, so
Yes.
mission accomplished, I guess.
It's a big ass eel too, so yeah, you get a lot. Easily, this thing will last maybe 4 days, if portioned well enough. With that, you have your jars and you have your meat. How you cook and how you prepare is entirely up to you, and what you do with everything else also up to you. With that being said, I will basically speed up time a bit. We'll move on to night time in this situation where the hours go by, because you have spent a lot of hours fishing, and at this point it is the dead of night, and it is basically time for everyone to sleep.
I hate fishing.
Hey, your cage gave
if
you
it's
a little
12
crab
o'clock,
guy.
it's the next day. Like, so.
Yay.
That's true. You guys get to fish again if you want. With that, we move on to everyone sleeping and everyone trying to sleep. Is anyone going to be
Two
doing
of us
anything
don't
before they
sleep.
truly head to bed?
Pan wants
No
to research her
This one.
little walkie-talkie.
Oh, that's right. Let's take a look at your stuff, shall we?
How do we do it again? I forget.
So, I can't remember if you have already made a blueprint of it or not. I don't think you have
I
yet.
have.
You have?
Oh, no, no, sorry, I've got like 1 success out of 3. for the
Okay,
blueprint.
so what you need to do, let me see if I can read it here. So you need to roll a... So what's your int mod?
Like, the plus to it?
Yes.
Yes.
3.
Okay, so you need to roll above a 13 on your check, and I believe
Oh,
you have
sorry,
to roll
5.
Arcana.
5.
5? Okay,
Intelligence
15.
is-
So you need to roll Arcana and get above a 15.
Wait, so the higher my intelligence is, the higher I have to roll?
an
Yeah, that
extent.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Oh.
Sorry?
Yes. That's how I'm having the
Doesn't make
DC.
That doesn't make any sense, though.
That doesn't make any
Well,
sense.
Yeah.
The reason I'm doing
The
this is
higher
because...
my intelligence is,
Well, no.
the...
Let me make you understand this. You are the only one who can do this, so I have to make this a little difficult at times. Having it reflect your own intelligence allows that to work. That way, it's not an easy thing you
Yeah.
can just do. It allows you to still have a little bit of difficulty.
Okay. That makes sense. I guess for the +3, you should have just gone -3 from 20, and then -4 from.
Well, either way, you do pass it,
Yeah.
and also you have a +8.
I know, but I'm just saying it doesn't make sense at all. That you're more.
It's just to add
intelligent, it's gonna be
challenge to the
harder.
roll, because if I just had it as stagnant number, you would level up throughout the journey, and it would always be easy for you.
Yeah, but it should have been like a minus to the 20. So like the -3 for 3 would have been 18 or above. The -5 is 15 or
Either
17 or
way,
above.
Yeah,
you still
something like
pass.
that.
It is very easy for you to do so. So that is one full thing. That is...
So I'm at 2.
Yeah, 2 now.
successes So far. Yeah.
With that, mark that down for yourself, and
Okay.
I will ask, what is
Yay.
everyone doing in the night?
Well, I guess I am forced to go to sleep. So wait, there's a table in here. We can gamba. No, we don't have cards.
I don't think...
I
I
have.
Yeah, I think Pan has cards.
We can
Oh.
ask Pan to make some cards.
Good
No, I think
lord.
Make
I
some
legitimately
kids.
do just have cards.
Yeah, look at that.
Do you actually?
Three
Oh
dragons.
my
Or-
god!
or-
Gamba!
Oh no!
Gamba,
Oh
gamba,
no!
gamba. Let's play
Uh,
3 dragons.
okay.
And Pan's not even in the room with you guys, so.
Good lord.
You will be. Don't worry.
So,
Oh wait.
what I will ask is, what is everyone doing right now? Seems like Albatross wants to
I'm waiting
gamba.
for you.
How do you... Okay, well, hold on.
How much
How do
longer
you
are we
kn-
going for?
What I have to
on
ask
this
Albatross is,
session?
how do you know she has gamba?
I
Well-
don't.
well,
I'm
we
always waiting in
don't.
the room, and then
I
like
was
my
just gonna
brain
ask
is like
Pan.
sensing gamba, and like gamba's not done yet. I have to stay
Good
awake.
lord. Gug, what
I
were
get-
you saying?
The session time. How much longer are we gonna go?
Basically to the end of this
We are
night,
at 3
and then-
hours.
Yeah. I'm just trying to get us to the morning of the next day so we could continue on from there.
Well, isn't tonight the transformation?
No, it's
No,
tomorrow.
it's
No,
next
it's
night.
tomorrow.
It's
Basically,
tomorrow night?
next session, we will be dealing with Gug.
Okay.
By the way, I'm
Yay.
surprised we actually managed to make this whole day last the entire stream. It's impressive.
Yeah.
That's what happens when we focus on roleplay, which I do love.
How's
I do.
Just how stupid we are reflects on how many days we get through.
And I didn't even have to prep all the ocean travel shit I did. Just have you guys gamble the whole time.
Oh, you need really? You should have been like, there's gonna be 30 minutes of fishing.
But anyways,
So yeah, my Pan's just pretty much gonna spend her night in the crow's nest.
that's fine. I can't remember. Gug, did you
It's
say
my
what you were gonna
job.
do? Or are you just going to bed, Gug?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna like I'm gonna do that like parent thing where I'm like, yeah, albatross gamba in a minute, and like close my eyes, laying down.
Gotcha.
Oh,
Albatross is gonna fall
Yeah,
asleep
I'm
on the fucking
sad
table. Damien,
I mean,
what are you doing?
I actually don't know what I'd be doing right now.
oh!
So in this
I
moment,
can
you're-
think of my character.
so my question is, you have all this eel meat and stuff like that, right? Are you going to like put it in like a cold box, or are you going to try and cook it now, or cook some of it now at least, or something? What's your plan with the eel? You just storing it for now, or
Oh, we should definitely eat something.
okay? So you would basically
I'll
prepare
prepare.
one like
I'll prepare a meal for everyone.
would that be like in the
as
morning,
well.
or are you preparing it for like a nighttime meal?
Doug, do you see my icon?
How do you put things on your icon?
I don't know. I just was able to do it. Now
Oh.
I'm not
Oh.
electrified snail.
Well, so if you click your icon, there's two things that appear on the bottom. It's a gear and like this weird circle. You click that, and you can just click on these things. See?
Oh.
And then to get rid of it, you just click the
Yeah.
circle again.
I am a ninja.
Yeah.
Yep. I mean, ninja.
Nice.
Okay, so David, you are cooking your eel. Is that correct?
Cooking your nighttime meal.
Mm.
And bouncing off of the role that you had done prior, I think it's easy to say you can manage a pretty decent meal with the eels that you have collected, and you make enough for.
I want to make an attempt to cook one of them with blood for albatross to see if it can help
Okay.
sustain.
So okay.
I don't know how it works for him, but I
This
want to see
will
if it
be a
would
bit
work.
different. I'm going to look at your character sheet real fast. What I think I'm going to have you do.
Because it would definitely beat just drinking out of the blood jar.
I think what I'm going to have you do is
The
I'm
blood
going to
sock.
have you roll a. I'm debating, honestly, either like nature, maybe history, maybe from what you may have learned prior, or performance to see if you can perform this act. I think
Fuck it. Go.
I want to say performance. I want you to roll me a performance, and based on your roll, I will decide if you can manage some form of headway in this idea of cooking with blood.
Blood cakes.
In this
It's a
case,
real
it's,
thing.
it's blood meat or whatever.
Blood meat or
That's
blood.
pretty good.
I mean, that's pretty fucking good right
He
there,
basically
boy.
makes like a blood seasoning or sauce with this. You spend a lot of time kind of figuring out what to do with these bottles of blood.
Blood sauce is also
Uh,
a real thing.
And you kind of mix some of the seasoning that you had garnered from the store before, and you managed to get a good consistency out of this material, and whatever you wish to call it is whatever you wish to call it. But you have effectively made a sauce out of blood that you can then pour on meat to give it an interesting flavor for someone such as like yourself or a normal person, but for someone maybe like Albatross, it might be a bit more entertaining.
It's worth a shot. I mean,
With that, you easily make enough meals for the people that need to eat. What do you do with them?
I'm gonna put them on the kitchen table and see if I can find everyone.
You know, I want to give you the dramatic irony of saying that he made enough for everyone as if he's not making God.
That's funny. but you walk around the ship. You on like the deck of the ship, you look around. You don't see anyone, and you continue to kind of walk around. You look at the captain's quarters, and you see Crag very clearly sleeping his brains out. You kind of poke your head out and then walk over towards
the foot
where
of his
you
bed.
And you look into the sleeping quarters for your mates, and when you poke in, you see Gug kind of slacking off a bit, like kind of lolling his head and kind of waking up a little bit. And see Albatross, I imagine, just kind of chilling on the hammock.
Yeah.
And this is what you see.
Could we all roll to see if we have seasickness? Like, if we get seasick?
I'm a vampire and he's a ghost, so really only Gug would get this.
My thing is, I think it's more of a roleplay situation. If any of your characters feel that you would get seasick, that's up to any of you guys.
He might have if he wasn't in a ghost body.
Yeah.
Yeah, like my character's technically perfect, not perfect balance, but very good balance. I doubt he would.
Can my character even get sick?
No.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what would you throw up? Everything else?
My
I think
internal organs. just-
Gug would have possibly gotten seasick if it wasn't for the fact that he's traveled a lot. So
It
I
was
feel
I
really
feel like
rough
Pan would
waters, maybe,
literally
but-
cough up
yeah,
a lung.
maybe. But anyways, you enter
Fuck
into the
all
room,
those
Damien. What
theories.
do you do?
Hey, Albatross.
Yes.
I just cooked up some of that lightning eel. I wanted to try something for you.
Is that? And he sniffs. He sniffs real good because he has a very good sniffer.
It's not in here. I left it on the kitchen table.
I can still smell it.
He,
It was
he,
like, it's like one of those things that when you,
smells it
before you
on
mentioned it, I didn't really think about it. Like when you mentioned, it, I didn't really think about it. But like now that you said it, I'm like, oh, I could, there's definitely something in the air. One of those things.
But
So yeah, you cook. Sorry. So you ended up cooking this electric eel. How did that go for you, given the whole deficiency to lightning?
Well, luckily it didn't shock me. That's all I can really say.
Ah, convenience. My
But we
favorite
managed
kind.
to get some of the blood out of it. I figured trying to make some kind of sauce with it would be better than just straight up drinking it.
You know, ironically, even though fish is a very heavy part of the elven diet, I've never actually tried to drink blood from a fish.
It's worth a shot, I figured. There's still some
Guess
left
we'll
in the
see
jar
how
if
this
you'd
goes.
rather try that.
I guess both will have to be tried. Experiment, don't tell that to Pan. This is a personal experiment.
Did somebody say experiment?
yeah, that's
Down the stairs.
you just hear very loud stomping and fast pace. Oh, that's
The
fun.
door just kicks off hinges.
Experiment. It's funny.
Jesus Christ.
All
I
right.
love how we all just straight up
Yeah.
went. "Eh."
Yeah, it's in character.
Yeah.
Anyways,
God.
There's enough for Gug and the
Guggers.
captain.
Well, let's not be too hasty.
Well,
Guggers?
What?
Hey. Oi.
Hey,
Oi.
yeah, Albatross.
Oh God, I went inside of you. That was.
Yes.
I don't
Oh!
like that.
Oh,
Just
good
eat
heavens.
food and he'll wake up.
you just stand on
Oi.
top of Gug.
Yes,
Good stuff.
Albatross.
I'm surprised.
awake.
I'm surprised.
Did
I'm
something
surprised
happen?
that hammock can hold you. No. So the rabbit made you food.
I'm up. I'll stand
I'm
up and start
awake.
walking.
Full man. Yeah.
And-
That's the easiest way to do it.
With that, you all travel your way back downstairs towards the kitchen table where you see plates of food set out by Damien himself, and you see one that has been lathered in a red substance.
Okay, this will be interesting to say the least.
And with that, I assume you all partake in the meal.
I attempt. So I actually do have a
Yes.
question. How the fuck does this work for me?
So, what I need to look at really fast is I need to look back
It's a good
at
idea,
your
but, like-
stuff. So, in this situation, what I will do... Let me look at this here. Yeah, I don't think... So, he rolled really well on that performance to create this type of sauce. And in my mind, this... I kind of do feel this would have a form of working. I do not think it would be as good as blood, because, like, when it comes to eating, like... Or drinking actual blood, there's, like, a different amount of, like... draining it will do to your
Suck?
cravings.
Is
I
it-
think this...
There's more suck to it.
Yes. For this situation, I think... So, normally I think drinking blood, it takes down 2 cravings, I believe. And I can actually double check that, because I think that's on your thing, isn't it? Let me see. Blood
Yeah,
addiction?
we will get up with that.
No. I thought I had a thing...
To be fair, I haven't really been drinking people.
You haven't, but you have been drinking a lot of blood. I know where it's at.
Here and there.
It is... I think it's in game-based mechanics. Yeah, dietary requirements. There it is. Alright. Yes. Human blood is... You subtract 2 from the thing, so yes. So this would be a -1. In the sense.
So half of.
Half of a
Okay.
normal, like, draining of a human.
So
This-
that's equivalent to animal blood, right? Because I thought human
Yes.
blood was.
I mean, it is still animal blood, but basically it's flavored animal blood in a sense. It actually tastes really good.
But I was more getting at that, so I could totally just drink a fish.
Yes, you can, but the seasoning he has added allows you to eat food and still get the benefits of eating
Yeah, 'cause we
animal.
established that that dude's house at Arthur's house that I still taste.
Yes.
I just don't nutrient.
And in this moment, you are eating this, and it tastes wonderful. There is that sweet taste of blood mixed in with it, but also the well-seasoned cooking of
No,
Damien.
you know, oof, the sweet taste of Damien.
No,
Oh my
no,
God,
that's not
Damien.
what that's not.
You know, I never really eat human society, so it's really not anything like what I'm used to at home. But it's not bad. It's much better than anything. The very few things I've had from a human and an orc once. We won't talk about that.
Yeah, just trying to cook how Dom would, really.
The orc is Gug. Gug tried to cook for me once. He's not very good at it.
I'm just like eating my meal, just like not paying attention.
Yeah. Gug,
He
for
only
you.
knows how to eat food.
So Gug, for
He's
you,
very good at that.
this tastes wonderful, but it ain't like raw meat, you know. But it's still really good. But it ain't as good as just ripping a chunk off a cow or something.
Would he like to eat it
delicious.
raw?
I don't know.
Would be eating fish raw be the same as beef or pork?
I don't think so. I mean, there is like
Sushi.
there is sushi, yeah.
They're more light and lean. Yeah, but they're more light and lean.
They are. They're a lot leaner.
Doesn't hit
I
the spot
But this
like
is this
yeah.
is an
raw
eel.
beef.
I think it is a situation where exactly what Shim Shim said is it doesn't hit the spot, but it is still good. It's edible, and he
Yeah.
enjoys it regardless.
Yeah.
Because Gug is Gug.
Mildly satisfying meal.
Good for a first
Lovely.
attempt.
Yeah, very.
And with that, I think we will end the session for today. I think-
a little peaceful ending for once.
Yeah, just an actual
Oh, yeah.
calm ending where everyone kind of enjoys themselves. And
Ironically, I named this stream a tense boat ride, and it wasn't very tense at all.
no, it wasn't.
There was
It was
no
much of a
boat
boat
ride.
ride.
I don't remember what I named mine, but I'm pretty sure it was somewhat similar. But to kind of
I'm going to name it to the beach episode on a
Well,
boat.
we haven't had a beach episode
The
yet.
boat episode. The
Uh,
Gamba episode.
Gamba. This was the Gamba episode, the fishing episode. So,
Yes.
with how this has all worked out, and eventually everything going the way it did, you all go to sleep or rest in whatever fashion you do, and the next day arrives. But the next day is something we will find out about next time. So I want to thank
On
everyone,
Dragon Ball Z.
including the players, for joining us for today's session. We are back, boys. This
Yeah.
was this was a really nice session. I'm gonna be honest, just a chill, just kind of very role play session where we're all just kind of enjoying ourselves. There's no fighting, no prepping for any of that. I don't even think I rolled today at all. Actually, I think all you guys rolled. I didn't have to fucking roll a single dice.
You tried to roll once.
I tried.
We stopped you.
Yep. But hey,
My
You
robot, I was
deserve-
roll.
you want to roll for your robot. Either way, I think this was a good showcase of how the ship stuff will work, and it will get more showcasey
Yeah.
next time.
Andre.
But when we get to that point, I'm sure we'll have just as much fun as we did today. So with that being said, thank you all
Are
once
ready
again.
for another 3-week hiatus and
Well.
more bullshit arrives.
Well, we'll see about that, because like
Hopefully not.
I'm pretty sure we should be good for the next time. I think, because next week will be
Well,
Zelda,
no.
hopefully, and then after that, I have no idea. No.
Well, a certain bunny has said that they won't be available for any more Sundays.
I mean,
Not
we could.
this one, at least.
I was talking about like so.
Oh,
like,
is it
It
not-
would be available Saturdays.
that's what I was gonna say. Is like we could try Saturday if you guys want. It'll be the
Can't do next
22nd.
Saturday for hopefully obvious
But it
reasons,
wouldn't be
but
next Saturday. Next
maybe
Saturday I have to
we'll
do Zelda, but the
Well, next
the
Saturday,
one after
I'm doing
that.
a 24-hour stream.
Would you guys
Yeah.
be willing to do a Monday?
I cannot. Well, okay.
I cannot.
No, I cannot. Okay, I have another proposal. This is gonna sound really weird, but it also I think it's probably because I am prepared for the next session immediately. I'm on vacation this entire week. Like I don't go to work this entire week. If you all want to, if you're able to, at any point during this week, I could try and host another session.
I have more work this week.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. You do. Yeah. Yeah, you're picking up my slack. I'm sorry.
No
Then-
vacation left in behind.
Then I think okay. So I will ask again. Then, is everyone free the 22nd?
I could do 22nd.
Ethan, you know if you're free the 22nd?
I don't know what.
I am looking at my
Saturday.
schedule.
It's 2 weeks from now.
Sweet.
I
over
should
2
be
weeks, but-
able to write off for that one.
Okay, that's fine. Gug, you said you're good for that.
Yeah, should be good.
I think
And-
you do.
Quinn, you good for the 22nd?
I
Or
don't
is-
know, to be honest.
Okay. Well,
We'll just have to talk it out.
yeah,
Yeah, I'm-
we'll talk about
I'm
it
def-
afterwards.
I'm able to write off for it.
Yeah,
I'd have to write off for it now, though.
that's fine.
What I'll say is also I won't be here for the 31st. just
That's
so you
fine.
know.
We already
already
know
said
about
that, yeah.
your situation, so we're ahead of the game on that one.
Easy.
Either way, with that being said, again, thank you all for watching, and we will see you all in the next one. Goodbye, everybody.